How's it going, everyone? And welcome to Diablo 2 Resurrected Beta. So, okay, I've already played around with it. As you can see, I already have a level 9 sources, which I feel most people, or a lot of people, are going to be doing that. So I'm going to create an entire new character. The game sound is actually quite loud, so let me reduce that sound. I don't know which characters are missing, so there's 5 characters and I can play as most of them except the assassin and the necromancer. For some odd reason they kept them 2 out. I don't know why, but anyways, because I've already done the sorceress, which by the way is my favorite character to play, I think my next best character that I'm gonna do is going to be the paladin. So if you're not a massive Diablo 2 fan, or if you don't know any better, the Paladin is probably the best character in the whole game. It's definitely the most OP character in like what everyone plays and the more mate and stuff. So that's exactly who I'm going to choose to go. So when the game actually launches and you get to play this for real, to be honest, I actually don't know which one I'm going to go with straight right off the bat, because I'm kind of like torn apart in between playing the paladin or playing a sorceress. Now, I think I'm gonna go ahead with the sorceress anyways, just because of magic find, and she's quite easy to get on with. So I think I'm gonna do that. But in general, I might just go with the paladin. I don't know. It's definitely two of the characters I'm 100% gonna be playing, so we'll see how it goes once we get there. Now, as you can see, I already played around a little bit, so I already have a head start to the game. That's for my necro, so I have some jewels. I might want to put some jewels onto that because it's superior, so I couldn't create a rune word anyways. Not that I would in this beta, but yeah, just something to think about. Now, on my backstory with Diablo games, even though I don't think I've ever done a single Diablo 2 video on this channel up until like a month ago when I was really into it, I've been a really crazy Diablo fan. And yeah, for the longest time ever. So I'm just gonna add those 2 just to get me something. That's... ah, crap, I forgot I have to do my settings controls every single time I get a new character. Yeah, because I just pressed the menu and it wasn't going, so I just remembered why. And the quest log is also not the same button. I keep pressing Q. Q is to now use a minor healing potion. I'm using this new system because my keyboard, my F keys are actually like under the function key, which is, yeah, ridiculous. I'm gonna get rid of this because it's literally worth 1 gold. So it's not worth anything. And let's go. Let's have some fun. Now, just like the technical alpha, which by the way, I didn't participate in it because I was just not invited. I guess I'm not cool enough to do it. But on the technical alpha, so a lot has changed from there actually as well anyways. But yeah, from the technical alpha, you basically only had 2 acts, which is Act 1 and Act 2. And I'm sad to say, it's the exact same thing with the beta. Although this is online, I can actually type in ping. It's not ping, sorry, it's FPS. And it will show me my FPS and my ping on the top left corner. So as you can see, my ping is 94, which is really high. I'm on the European servers now. So yesterday, when I tried to play this, I was actually on... I had to play on American servers because the European ones was just not working whatsoever. The game just wouldn't let me go in. So a lot of people, myself included, well, not myself included actually, because... oh, what should I do first? Let's do Vitality actually. Strength's already 25, which is a really good start. So, for offensive auras... I'm gonna go for Might. I know most people would say go for the resist... oh no, actually, it's not resist fire. It's holy fire. I'm gonna go for Might. Having 1 aura on is better than nothing, actually. So a lot of people couldn't play this. The European servers was like obviously overwhelmed or just not working out at all. So one trick to get around that is just swap over to American servers. They were working fine. So some people had troubles, other people haven't. I'm the one that I did have to begin with, but obviously, like I said, I swapped the servers, so it wasn't an issue moving forward. It was actually quite okay. I'm not using any mana, so that shrine just does nothing for me. An XP shrine would be awesome, though. There are quite a lot of new quality of life things that they've put on. I spoke about those already in the video. One of the things that everyone was mentioning, and I was as well, which was the... Ooh, I forgot my stamina. It's annoying to be at the start of the game. It won't be an issue later on once your character is more leveled up. But to begin with, it's quite a pain. Okay, here's Flavy. So this is the way to go forward through the game. But I don't want to do that yet until I do the first quest, which... How do I even... What? Quest log. It's J. Okay, I might need to change those keys. So, you got 6 quests for the most part. And this is for people who've never played Diablo game or Diablo series. So you got 6 quests for the most part. What do I mean for the most part? Well, you don't need to complete all of these 6 quests to move forward to the next act. The only one quest you need to do is this one, which is kill Andariel. Certain quests, I think actually the majority of them is definitely worth doing because you're going to gain something out of it. So not only do you just obviously do the quest, gain experience, but they're good to do and they will give you some form or another of a reward that's kind of good to do. So for example, the first quest, which I definitely am going to do, I'm not sure if I'm going to do every single quest on Act 1 because some of them are just not really worth my time, I guess. But for example, the first quest that you do, back in the day, it wasn't really worth doing because you wouldn't get the same reward as you do now. Keep in mind, I've played this back when the latest version was like V1.11b, so that was quite a fair few versions back. Back in those versions, you wouldn't get the same rewards or have the same kind of few changes that they've made. So one of the changes that they've added, and that's what makes this quest like a must do, basically. You just have to do it. Well, you don't have to. OGs like me don't. Well, I never had that option before, so it is what it is. But basically, one of the rewards of the quest is the ability to respec your character. Sorry. So it resets all your skills and your status points. So I've just spent 5 status points on my health, and I've got the might skill, for example. Back in the day, that was it. Like you got that, you're going to keep it. There's nothing you can do about it. So if you mess it up, if you screw up a character or whatever the case may be, it's, you know, tough luck. There's no way to reset your character. It's done. They kind of saw their ways, and yeah, they've added the quests, and I think there's also Ubers now drop off some essence, not Uber, sorry. Some monsters now, some bosses, should I say, drop some essences now, and you can cube those to again reset your character's stats and skills. Okay, gem shrine, yeah, let's do it. So if you go to gem shrine without any gem with you whatsoever, it's gonna drop a random gem. But if you have already a gem with you, what it will do then is it will just upgrade that gem, as you saw. So I had this gem that I have now upgraded by 1. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna do this strength and then dex a little tiny bit just to get it out the way. Sacrifice, some people say go for it. I'm not going to. Holy Fire is definitely where I'm gonna go head over soon. I'm trying to figure out where to go. Okay, so I can just go straight over to that level 6. Level 3 right now, so I'm halfway there. Okay. So this is not a speed run, this is just me having fun with the game. Because the game is actually relatively short, because you only get 2 acts, Act 1 and 2, and that's pretty much it. I'm not sure. I am going to be streaming tomorrow as well, because I don't think I'm going to do everything that I want to do here today. As a matter of fact, I know I won't. Most likely will not. Let me just lower the volume down a little tiny bit more. I don't want to lower it too much, but I definitely don't want it super high. I really just want to find... Oh, leather gloves. Okay. I really just want to find that Den of Evil more than anything, really. Which I don't seem to be able to find it anywhere. I've just been around here like twice. This is not a great start. Not at all. Here I am saying I'm good at the game and I'm not really that great. Probably not anymore. Nah, I'm joking. I'm still okay, I think. Just probably bear with me. Okay. I just got to double check that my voice is actually okay. There must be like hundreds of thousands of people streaming this right now, for sure. Huh. I'm trying to find out where does it show that it's a gaming stream and that my game is D2R. For some reason it's not giving me that option. I'm not seeing that. I 100% had those settings right. Yeah, definitely do. It's just not showing on the actual page itself for some odd reason. I don't know. It might just not show on the stream for some reason. Okay, fair enough. Whatever, man. Okay, let's go back to the game, sorry. Yeah, so basically I want to find the freaking Den of Evil, but I don't... Is it even here? Did I spawn into a game without it? I don't know. I like how you can toggle now between... Ooh, cheap ruby. You can toggle in between now picking up items. So you no longer have to press and hold the Alt key all the time. I don't know how I feel about that. I know it's a quality of life and it's great that you can just toggle. Well, my brain is still very much tied into pressing and holding. So that screws me up quite a bit, unfortunately. Gosh damn, this stamina is gonna kick my ass up until I can actually... Now the good thing with the paladin is that I'm planning on doing a hammered in because I don't know, I just feel like doing it. I know Smiter is probably the best character you can make, but I don't know. I'm feeling like making a hammered in because that's just like mate. I might do a Smiter just as a separate character. Yeah, sell value of 1. Let's identify this. Not bad. At the moment, all I want more than anything really is just money. Money and stamina potions. I'm gonna buy a few of those. I don't like spending money on potions, but this game revolves all around them, so yeah, I'm gonna have to. There, I'm gonna put these on a shared stash for now because I've just started the game. I highly doubt I'm ever going to get to do anything with this, by the way. Like, you ever get to, because we literally only gonna have 2 days worth of playtime on this game. That's literally going to be it, as far as I know. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm saying 2 days playtime. I think it will be thereabouts. Because yesterday didn't really count, because most people couldn't get in yesterday. And then really all we have is today and tomorrow, and then that's pretty much it. By Monday, it's gonna be gone then. This is online only, by the way. So there's no way I can not play this other than online. Generally, when the Den of Evil isn't on the middle of the map, it's by one of the edges. Oh, it's right here. I must have passed through here like 3 times.
Evil dwells within this cave.
Okay, I can promise you I'm not a noob, even though I haven't played this in like a long time. I actually got back to Diablo 3 recently, so I've been playing that a heck of a lot. It's such a easy game to get into. When I say easy, compared to D2, yeah, it's a lot easier to do. Like, just to put in perspective, I've been playing for 2 weeks, and I already have geared almost every single character in the game, every single different character that you have. I think I'm down to the witch. I was gonna say witch hunter. You know, the shaman class in the game, and that's pretty much gonna be it then. Ooh, 3 to 6 is better. No, actually. Nah, it's got better low damage, but the max potential isn't that high, so I'm better with this sword as well. So the whole point of this quest is literally going into this cave and killing every single monster. At one point... Oh, dude, really? Durability is already low? At one point in time, it's going to tell me how many monsters are left. I think it's when I reach like 8 or something like that. Like a low number, and it's like, okay, you're really close. There is a pack of special... Well, I say special. There's one that's like unique monster here. Ooh. Nice boost that just dropped. So yeah, I'm still going to have to toggle the items on and off constantly because... Boom, level up. Because it can be annoying them being in the middle like that, like they were just now. I gotta say though, these graphics are amazing. Really dig the graphics. Okay, there's something else I just noticed. Is your defense shows 0 when you walk in, and it shows 21. Your defense, yeah, is 21 when you're standing. Now that's something that's always been here from the classic Diablo 2. However, they actually never show you that, so you see your defense is like, I don't know, 40 all the time, and you keep thinking, oh yeah, my defense is like 40 or whatever, but it actually isn't when you run in. So it's really cool that they show you here. 12-minute potion. Oh yeah, the shaman here is just gonna keep resurrecting them, and yes, it does count if they're alive. So if you kill them and they've got resurrected, they still count as one enemy being alive. So you have to kill them again and make sure that they're dead, basically. Okay, there's nothing there. I'm gonna solo for the most part. I generally speaking, I always solo D2. I wish I could play single player, because I would most likely put some mods on. Even though I don't know if there's that many cool mods compatible with it. But stuff like increasing drop rates and... Whoa, what the heck was that? Lag. I just hope they really get this stuff sorted. And there you go. That's done. Quest done.
My duty here is done.
I just hope they have their network, whatever you call it, sorted out by the time the game actually launches. So there'll be no lag issues. Because come on, dudes, it's, you know, 2021. 2021, and yeah, this should be able to handle. If anyone can do it, be Blizzard for sure. Okay, go into Kara. You get a reward. I think the new skill I already had. Yeah, so you get a skill point, which was the only reason to do this quest back in the day. But now she can reset your status skills and points once. So what I mean by once is she will... Oh, it's not identified though. Oh, I don't have any more scrolls. Okay, here's the thing. My stash and my personal gold says... My stash says 0 because I got nothing in there. My personal gold isn't going to say a huge amount because I don't have. Here's something that annoys me. On my shared stash, I got 6,000, nearly 7,000.
Well,
However, I cannot use that unless I withdraw it. That's really annoying. Like, it won't use any gold unless it's on my personal gold. I wish that all you had was a shared gold and nothing else. Jesus, that was an expensive fix. To be honest. Because... Reason being... It's just convenient, that's all. So there's still a couple of issues that I have with the game and a couple of bugs here and there. But other than that, the game is pretty cool. 320. Wow, that is expensive. Let's hope I get some money back. Yeah, definitely. Okay, 2 energy. I'm not energy crazy right now. I don't think I will be in the future either, but we'll see how it goes. So, mana potions I can sell for now. Like I said, I'm not crazy about mana right now. Everything else I think I'm good with. So, put some of these here. Save those for later because I'm 100% sure I'll need them. Okay, that's pretty much the exact same bow. I'm gonna keep it anyways for now, at least. So the reason I'm keeping that bow is because there's a quest which is the next one I'm gonna do in the Cold Plains. If I bring the quest list, which is this one, basically I gotta go and kill Blood Raven. And if you kill Blood Raven, Charcy in town will give you a rogue companion. And yes, you can have those. Ah, for God's sakes, I pressed the wrong button again. That's gonna keep happening. Again, before Q was request, W was to switch weapons, whereas now those are to use the I'm happy the way it is. The number 1 keys being to switch the spells that you use and the quality keys being used for the potions. I think that's a better system. At least for me it is, because like I said, I don't have F keys available straight away unless I... What level am I? 4 still. Wow. Yeah, it's very slow going. Another cool thing that they've just confirmed is that you're gonna be able to have at least rune words that are ladder only available to single player. Whether or not you're gonna have those available to not ladder, I don't know. They haven't really said anything about that. But they did say that we're not gonna have a ladder as soon as the game launches, which got a lot of people upset. Did it get me upset? Not really. I'll just be playing single player when it first comes out anyways, so it's not like I care much about it. That's a really cool potion to have, so I'm gonna keep it. I don't think I can use it till like level 12. Wow, okay. Maybe I won't be able to use it in this act, I'm not too sure. I don't know what level I'll be when I defeat the final act boss, which is Andariel. I think she's one of my favorite bosses, actually. That's because she's probably easy as well. Cool drops here. So this is taking me way... Ah, crap, I got the wrong... I'm attacking with the wrong freaking weapon. No wonder I wasn't doing as much damage as I thought I should be. This is taking me way back. I gotta say though, graphics-wise, they've done a tremendous job. The game is like, it's amazing looking. It's really, really nice. I'm still like amazed at the graphics.
I am overburdened.
Okay, so I got all of that. I'm not sure if I should use... Okay, burial grounds. Here we are.
This holy place has been desecrated.
I need to drop some stuff in a minute because my items are already way too full. So I'm gonna fight Blood Raven. She's not gonna be easy to do, so I'm gonna get my potions ready because I'm gonna be using a lot of them. I don't have a belt yet, so I only got 4 potions right now. If I had a belt, they would stack more on top. I will eventually get... I'm sure I'll find one, so I don't generally have to buy one. Act 1 belts, even if you buy them, they're not great. Okay, I don't want to be surrounded by these guys. Jeez, fast! Freaking steroids, man. I'm missing a lot as well. They did add a new thing that it will show you every time you miss. I don't need it. I know exactly when I'm missing. Like I missed. I'm missing almost everything. Okay, I hate it now. I know when it's a miss, a hit or a miss. But I can see why most people wouldn't know that, especially new people. And that's pretty much it. Those lightning bolts are gonna kill all the undead around me anyway, so I don't really have to worry too much about that. Just like that, Blood Raven is gone. Okay, I want this leather armor actually. So I'm gonna identify it here, put my last ID scroll. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. And I'll grab you. I might just use it now. Okay, so now than that, I could go back to town now and get my reward, which would be a, like I said before, it would be a rogue. And that's awesome. However, I'm gonna wait to level up a bit because I think the rogue's gonna be 2 levels under me, and I'll have to level her up. She's not great to begin with, or at all actually, but not a great, not the best definitely, but yeah, not that great. But it's cool anyways because. So yeah, she's gonna die or whatever. She's gonna die a lot regardless of what kind of gear I give her. If I could play an assassin, I'd get that guitar, but I cannot, so Now, I can see and I can tell already they haven't increased drop rates at all for any like magical items or anything like that. Because mostly the drops is exactly what I'd expect. And I got a sash, which is a belt, so I can stack more potions in there. I'm just going to put that one there because I want it on that slot. And yeah, that's it now. So as you can see, I got double the potions. I got 8 at the moment. I think that's probably the best I can get in normal, in Act 1, sorry. I think Act 2 will definitely give me better belts, and then Act 3 and 4 will give me max stack belts. Okay. Level up again. You know what? I'm gonna put it all into vitality. I think this might be the way to move forward to the stony field. And the reason why it's called the stony field, because there's literally like a field that's like Stonehenge. And again, this is another quest that, believe it or not, it's optional. So you don't have to do it. However, of course, you should 100% do it. This is one of the few ones that, like, yes, you should definitely do. So this one I've just done with the Blood Raven. That one you don't really have to do it. It's actually best if you don't. I think other quests can also give you other different and better companions, but yeah. Might drop 2 stars in a bit. Okay, this actually is much better than what I have now. I can't identify it just yet. So, a couple of things I'm looking for here. Number one, I already found it, which is that. That's what I was looking for. So that's what I need to get into. How's it hitting me? Where? Oh, yeah, like, I forgot. My ping is 63 now, which is the best it's been all day. But 63 ping is still quite high. 94, 79. It's all over the place. I should have a ping of like 10 to 20. That's another important place I need to find out, which is to move on from this to the next place. And, ooh, skill shrine. So I'm doing more damage now. It just turned that into level 3. Not amazing, but look at my skills now. 3 to 15 damage. That's a lot. Like one-shotting all of these guys, almost. For the most part, I am. Because remember, your damage can fluctuate between 3 and 15. So 3 is the absolute lowest damage you do. 15 is the absolute highest. Most of the time, you just do it somewhere in between there. So the last thing I want to find out here. So I got 2 out of 3 things I want to find out in this area right here. I'm actually going to take the stamina because I'd rather walk faster. The last thing I want to know is where the waypoint is, so I can return here whenever I feel like returning. I might even go as far as do some runs here. I don't know if I would. Some Tristram runs. Back in the day, I used to like level 12 or 15 or whatever, because then that would just make the rest of the game quite easier. It's a shame that I can't play single player. I can only do I can only play online and multiplayer, which the online aspect of it, or just the playing online aspect of it, it's absolutely fine by me, by the way. In the sense that it's cool that it's all online. But yeah, the only thing that I'm really missing out here is just the ability to do players 8 and stuff like that. Not that I would, I'd probably do like players 4 or 5. But yeah, I wish I could do players, but I cannot. So that kind of sucks. But just looking at this game, and I'm still stunned by the graphics. Like, they're just so nice. The game looks just so good. It's ridiculous. Now, this is, I think, the second time that I really emphasize on the way the graphics look and the way the game looks. The first time would have been with Demon Souls, which is a new gen game, and it's a remake as well. or remastered, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, that game is probably has the best graphics of any game I've ever played in recent times. Like, I think it beats Red Dead Redemption 2. Mostly because it came out after as well. And it had next-gen power behind it. So it was specifically done for the PS5, so it's like they're not even gonna have a bad version and a good version. They're just gonna have the best version out. Period. I should take some more minor healing because I actually don't have. I'm gonna get rid of those because I'm not gonna really use them. Ooh, Grand Charm. Definitely gonna get rid of you there. Okay. I want that wand as well, so sorry, potions. You're gonna have to go. I really desperately need this waypoint now because I'm just over encumbered with stuff. If it's light mana, I'll take it. If it's not light mana, I won't take it. I'm sure it's around here somewhere, like on this area on the map. Now that's another thing with the map. I actually love Diablo 3 minimap. I think they've done a really fantastic job with it. I wish they would have the option to do it with Diablo 2 as well, that they would have reinvented the map a little bit more. They haven't. I don't think they will. But it'd be cool if they would. And here it is. So this is a really cool map. Really, really cool. Because it's all close by, actually. So, I need to buy a crap ton of scrolls of Identify for now, up until I can do this other quest that I'm going to do next. And okay, that's pretty cool. This other quest I'm going to do next, and this other quest I'm going to do next is going to, yeah, let me identify stuff. It's been a while. Hey, Bloodmoon Warrior, how you been, dude? Welcome to stream, bro. It has been a while, yes. I did say that to begin with. Basically, I haven't, like, streamed or done a video or anything in like, well over a month now. I haven't streamed for longer than that, but the last video I done was like a month ago, and it was a Diablo video as well. And as you can see, I now have a mercenary, which is pretty awesome. So what I'm gonna do is, because I got 2 of the, oh right, I can't do that here. Cannot socket stuff in stats. Yeah, I've been good as well, dude. It's good to see you. I've seen your video the other day, actually. I'm not sure if you read my comment or not. But I did comment on it, on your Bloodborne video. And, yeah, it made me want to think, you know, like, Bloodborne, dude. You gotta get back into it. Because I wanted to do a stream playing Bloodborne for the first time on PS5. I have it installed already and everything. Oh, right, I can't switch stuff in the stash. I keep forgetting that. So weird. It's better than nothing, so I'll keep it. This stuff I'm not identifying now. I'm stashing because I'm gonna identify it for free later, so I don't have to pay for it. This I want, and this I want. So what kind of games are you playing now, man? Are you still
I'll put that to good use.
Rocking on Demon Souls, Dark Souls? I've seen you play Bloodborne, which is pretty cool, by the way. Okay, that's fine. I'll just fix all that later. But yeah, dude, if you ever want to do a Bloodborne co-op, definitely let me know. I don't think I've ever actually co-oped much on Bloodborne, actually, thinking about it.
Maybe a card could dispel the mystery.
I was going to once. Yeah, I wanted to once, or really was going to once with a friend of mine. For some reason, it wouldn't. We couldn't do it. Like it just wouldn't let me. It just wouldn't let me join the game. It wouldn't wait. Was it me joining? Was he joining? Okay, I think it was him joining me. We were struggling to co-op basically really badly, and as far as I know, there's no reason for it. We just couldn't join together for that day for whatever reason. So I just never ended up doing co-op. I've always played solo on it. But I've played a heck of a lot of Bloodborne. Although I haven't actually played it or touched it in like, oh god, ages. Probably a year, 2 years, I don't know. When was the last time I streamed it on my channel? I think that was the last time I played it. Okay, there's a lot of special monsters here, so I'm gonna take care of them one by one. Otherwise they're gonna kill me. Oh, they're so annoying because they make me slow. Okay, this one's nearly dead, so I'm gonna keep going for him. Oh my god, I'm so slow. If I had a thawing potion, I would have been able to, like, prevent myself from being frozen. Okay, I'm missing one. I want to continue, but I'm really scared that I will be stuck on shadows for hours co-op. I always want to. Do you mean shadows if you are them? Because that's not a problem. Well, not necessarily a problem with me, because I've always been able to do shadows quite successfully, should I say. I'm not great at them, but yeah. If you're gonna have a look at my skill levels on my streams, even though it's very... I think the first time I streamed was probably one of the first times I played the game as well. But I've played it on that. I think I'm up to NG plus 5 at the moment. Or just about finished NG plus 5. Going into NG plus 6, which is where I wanted to start from my new stream and my next time I'm going to play the game. And I think my level is... I've actually nearly maxed out. I think I'm level like 600. If memory serves me right, or something like that. Like, I'm a really high level, basically. And the reason for that is because I got the game, and there's a glitch you can do on the game if you don't patch it up. Whereas you can, like, get unlimited blood echoes or whatever it was, or bloodstone shards or something like that. So I've done that. This is the slowest monster killing ever. So that's exactly what I've done, basically. I have, I've had it digital. That's when the first time I got it. I got it digital. And then, believe it or not, I went and bought the game again, physical copy, just to do that glitch. So I didn't have to update the game, basically. So the game wouldn't force me to update it. And yeah, that's why my character is like a stupidly high level with like 99 dex and strength and 99 vitality and all sorts of stats. So I'm way OP, by the way. And I think all the weapons I have, which I think I have every single weapon in the game, they're all maxed out as well. I've done some chalice dungeons, sorry. And yeah, I can't remember how many chalice dungeons I've done actually. But I've done a few. That's something else I wanted to do as well. If you're up for it, we can co-op some chalice dungeons. I can either join you or you can join me, whichever one is. Oh, did my freaking mercenary die already? I did say my mercenary was gonna die a lot. I don't look after him too well. So basically what you do with the mercenaries, by the way, is... Oh, crap. I was missing one. What you do with the mercenaries, you just gotta use potions on them as well to heal them up. Yeah, which is something I didn't do. But it's cool to see that you're still around, dude. I've been so busy with just work and life in general that I haven't had a chance to even play games, let alone like stream or do anything else. I do want to get back to it. That's why I'm doing this today. I wish I could have just come in yesterday and played it yesterday when it first came out. I know everyone was doing it. I'm sure everyone was rushing to play this game yesterday as well. And I did play it, but I just couldn't stream it because I was way too tired. My level 6. I am level 6 now. So at level 6, everything is gonna change now. So at the moment, all I have is the might, which gives me 40% damage increase, and I think it gives me like chance to hit and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. However, what I really want is the holy fire. There's other things you can use here, like you can increase the defense, can resist fire or cold. Some people would say, you know, use holy bolt to, it costs some mana and whatnot, which I actually might. I'll get it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but I'll get it. So what holy fire does is, as you can see, I'm still doing a lot of damage here. So it's still increasing my holy fire damage. So not only is it going to increase my attack damage and give it fire, but also all the enemies that surrounding this aura within 4 yards are going to get fire damage. So he's getting burns without me even doing anything. That's just my fire aura. I think there's another passive which it increases your fire res, I think. I'm not sure if this is the one that does it or it's the fire res that gives you a passive. Where's my fire res? That's 5%. What if I take this off? Oh crap. Nope, still 5%. Okay, maybe I don't need to. Oh, there's one of these skills that will give you a passive fire resist. And that's pretty awesome as well. So this is definitely one of my favorite characters to play because I don't need to respec the character too much to make him great. So all I gotta get the character is up to level 18 and then he can become a Hammerdine. Because this is a beta and I'm not going to be able to play with this character for very long at all. Like I said before, today and tomorrow at best. So I think this is the way to go forward. Obviously before I do that, I need to find the Tree of Interest here, which basically has a scroll that I need to take to Akara. She will then decipher the scroll, and then you'll be able to find out how to touch those stones. It's in the previous area, which is called the Stony Field, and that would then get you to another area, which is Tristram, which if you play Diablo 3, you should know about the name, because Diablo 3 is the Act 1 initial camp is actually called New Tristram. But yeah, so I just gotta rescue Deckard Cain, which is a character that will identify items for free, basically. So he's gonna be a must-have throughout the game, really. Again, if you're speedrunning or if you just like generally don't care about him, then I got now 14 to 34. I can literally one-shot all of these guys, no problem. Hard leather armor, that's pretty cool. Do I have one? Oh no, okay, it's not hard leather though. Something's gonna have to give in a minute. I think it might be now actually. I don't have space for that. So all I gotta do is just sit here and chill. And my aura is just destroying these guys anyways. I'm going to have to do something like this, I think. Yeah, okay. This is definitely a lot, as you can see, 25 rather than the 15. So it's definitely a lot better than the one I have right now. Number one. Secondly, I could do with 2 armors to give my rogue superior. Can't get much with it though. I do need a 2-socket armor. This is only 1 socket to do a rune ward on it. Unfortunately, again, like I said, I'm trying to find a waypoint here, so I can go back to town, number 1, and number 2, so I can come back here. Not just a waypoint, actually, I need to find out where the trees are at as well. So I want to find those 2 things. Rack these guys up. So anyone that's pre-ordered the game can play this, by the way, can play this beta. This is open for everyone now. So the technical alpha is just for a selected few, and I really mean selected few, because unless you're a really popular YouTuber or streamer on Twitch or whatever the case may be, no chance you get to play this. I've applied for the alpha, but I can imagine that you know, hundreds of thousands of people applied for it as well. So I can see why not that many people got it. I didn't, unfortunately, because I'm not big enough to... I'm not cool enough, basically. That's what I'm trying to say, to have gotten it. But because the beta, it's like, as long as you pre-order the game. I know that Blizzard's, Activision, whatever you want to call them, have had quite a bit of bad press recently due to the way they treat some of their employees. But I'm not trying to defend anyone or any actions or anything, but I will say this. You know, stuff happens. I'm not going to... Ooh, superior charge. I'm not going to stop. It's definitely better than this. I'm definitely not going to stop enjoying my games and playing anything Blizzard has done because of it. Sorry to say. Oh, it's only one. Hand axes too. There might be a rune word I can do for that hand axe. I don't know yet. Which you think, oh, you don't even have a rune yet, let alone any rune words. Which is technically true, but once you go to the counters, you're guaranteed to get runes anyways, rune drops. So I can farm there. Hopefully my audio mixture in the game is quite good. It generally is, but sometimes the game is either too quiet or way too loud. And I think on my last video, funnily enough, the game audio was way too loud. I'm also using a new microphone. I've been using an Elgato microphone for the good part of... Ooh. I don't know, actually. Probably 6 years? 5, 6 years, probably. That's what I've been using. Oh, here's the waypoint. Great, let's go back. I need to heal up first and foremost. Okay. I am playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla Wrath of the Druids. Every time I'm searching for clues, I accidentally kill the target I'm looking clues for. Dude, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla as well. Funnily enough, that's exactly what I've been playing too. How'd you like the game so far? How'd you feel about it? Personally, I'm actually gonna say I love it. I think it's awesome. It's a really cool game. So I can't mix anything in there, so I'm gonna have to mix it out there. This is like quantity of 1. Why is it even there? Go personal, because I'm gonna use that for my rogue anyways. When I did maximum stamina, yeah, that I can dig. I'll sell these actually. Nope, I'm gonna put it on my personal. I can go repair stuff. Yeah, so I've played quite a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla actually. I really dig it personally. I think it's awesome. Some people say it's a slow game or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think it is. It's a big game though. There's a lot to it. Yeah. That's the only thing as well. Yeah, it does get boring after a while because it's so repetitive and so like big, basically. But I do like it. I like the combat. Combat is. Okay, so that's what happens when you die, basically. I got distracted talking and I didn't heal myself or done anything. Oops. It's cool. So if you die, you drop your items. You gotta go retrieve them from your body like this. Once you do that, You're golden. I'm gonna use some magic spells here. Mostly because I can. Is that not doing much? I don't think it is. I don't think it's doing much damage to them whatsoever. Ah! Both hitting them at the same time? Stop it! There's a special guy there. He's okay. There you go. You're dead now. I don't particularly much care about mana potions. As you can see, I'm not going to use any skills that use mana just yet. I will eventually, though. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'll still take it if I can. What weapons do I use in the AC? That's a very good question. At the moment, I think I'm rocking the axe. You know the initial axe that you get in the game? I've upgraded that to its maximum. So I'm still using that, but I'm experimenting with... I want to experiment with swords as well. But I think the problem with swords, or at least my problem with the swords, is that they're like long swords, like two-hander swords and stuff. And I really like the idea of using a shield. I'm going to revive my... Oh, it's only 30 as well. So, okay. Did I sold or dropped my other thing? No, it's still here. Oh, yeah, because I didn't identify it yet. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's cool. What weapons do you use? Or what weapons do you get on with really well right now? Because like I say, I like using the axe, mostly because it's the strongest weapon I have as well. And I like using shields. However, spears are supposed to be the best weapons in the game. Or the most OP weapons. Mostly because of the reach. Like, you got a massive reach with those spears. And reach means a lot, because obviously you can just
end to Tristram.
destroy enemies from afar. New skill. Let's do more holy fire. Oh, and she's dead again. Wow, that didn't take long at all. Ah! Let's back it up. I got a lot of health, so those potions are touching me very much. Dual greatsword. Okay, so how'd you like that? Is that working out well for you? I've tried swords as well. That's what I wanted to get into more than anything now. Coming up next, because I mean, they're awesome to begin with. They're really good. They're strong. Let's put as many points of vitality as I can. I'm not gonna bother with a... And here's Decker Kane. I'm not gonna bother with a rogue scout anymore. Act 2 mercenaries are the best ones, so I'm definitely gonna use them moving forward, so it's no point having her. Anything that's just light, like light healing, light mana, I'll use it. Anything that's minor, I'm just not gonna really bother with it. Okay, so I've just reached a milestone, which is being able to identify everything I need basically for free without using scrolls. And that to me is pretty cool. So yeah, that's just opening quite a lot of doors for me actually. There's the cows that explode and cause a bit of splash damage. Now there's a boss here that I want to fight. I'm trying to look for him. Wherever he is. Another thing I wanted to try, I think I have tried a little tiny bit on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, is using dual axes, dual hatchets or whatever you call them. That's really cool. I think I'm at the part now in the game that I don't want to give you any spoilers. I don't know actually how far in the game you are. So I don't want to spoil the game for you or anything, but I'm at the part right now where you fight Ivor the Boneless. I'm not sure if you've done that already or if you've been that far. But yeah. I think the last bit I remember was Ivor the Boneless. I'm going to continue using that because it's from a distance and it's actually working on these guys. It's not amazing damage, and I'm definitely not going to invest any points in it because I don't care. Yeah, it's passing through that guy. Thank you. For some reason. That's cool though. He can curse me, which he just has, and that curse just gets me to take double damage basically. Or not double, but a higher percentage of damage than I would otherwise. Oh, you're done playing the first DLC? Okay. I haven't even touched the DLC yet. Thinking about it at all, actually. No, I definitely haven't touched the DLC yet. I haven't gotten that far. So, yeah. It's a really cool game, though. I really dig it. But it's one of those games that I've played a lot of it. Like I probably already sank like 20 hours into the game, if not more. But yeah, I've put loads of hours into the game, and then like I've stopped playing for, I don't know, when was the last time I played it? Probably a month or two ago. Mostly because I haven't had the time to begin with. But yeah, it's definitely just one of them that I haven't played for a while, and then I'll just get back to it again, and I'll carry on playing it. Okay, that is a cool one. Okay, that too. I'm definitely gonna keep this one. I can't have a necromancer, so it's redundant to keep this. I'm gonna have to sell it. Want to telekinesis. That's a cool stuff, but I need the money more. Definitely keep that. Definitely keep this ring. Do you have the one-hand sword? I don't. I don't have it at all. That's what I think I want and need, to be fair, because that's my playstyle right there. It's shield, one-hand sword. That's what I really want to get out of the game. Unfortunately, I still don't have. I'll keep. I forgot it. You can't do stuff properly as I could before. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this because I just realized I don't have the necro. So I'm definitely gonna sell those. Unfortunately, it is a big shame. I would have 100% tried to do that because I'll be playing as a necro more than anything if I could. 28. That's 5. That's 7. That's a lot better. I'll rest plus 6. That's also epic. 8 attack rating and 19 stamina. It's gonna help. So Charge just gave me a quest, which is Tools of the Trade. Look for the Horadic Malice. I will be doing that quest. Don't have to. It's one of those kind of optional ones that you just do it if you want to do it, but you don't feel like you have to do it. He's got a higher defense, but this one's got a lot better stats. Hurry up, you have 4 days left, or you have to enter the siege of Paris, or hope that the one-handed from Jargomander set comes to Rita. Alright. So, it's a timed event to get it. Okay, well I didn't know that. I'll do it today actually if I can. I'll get back to it for sure, and I'll see if I can do it right after I finish streaming this. Ooh, that one to dexterity is not going to be good enough, I'm afraid. I'll carry just one of those just to keep it around. So it's a timed event that I have to do in order for me to get that one-handed sword, basically. which is what I think is what you're trying to say here. Which is awesome if it's the case. Because that means I'm still in time. And like I said, I really want to switch things up. I just haven't found that one weapon that I can say I absolutely love, unfortunately. And I think as well, I had like a, was it like a flail, but not really a flail. It's just like a one-handed weapon that it very much looks like a flail, but it just has the one spike thing at the end. I had that as well, but I didn't. It was really slow to attack. So it's probably the strongest weapon I have because it will like do a lot of damage, but it's really slow to handle. So I didn't use it because of it. I ended up not using it. I did use it quite a bit to begin with after I switched to my axe, because remember the axe I'm talking about is a starter axe, which is good, but it's not great, unfortunately. So I mean, it's good to start with, and I'm still using it now because I've upgraded to max. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using it still. It's part of the frigid festival. Okay, I need to get back into it then. I might need to take some notes or something, man, so I don't forget about it. What I got. But I'm sure as soon as I log into the game, I should be able to see all that, that timed event and stuff. Which I have the season pass, so I got all the DLC and all the goodies that come with all the DLC. I need the Black Marsh waypoint. I'll tell you why I need it. Because there's a tower. Ooh, health. Because there's a tower here that I definitely want to go in. To get some runes and stuff. So I'm definitely going to do that. But I didn't know they had events and stuff like that. Last time I played, I can't remember if they did or didn't, to be honest. They probably did. I just kind of like completely probably forgot about it because I was so invested into the story. At the DLC, I had the opportunity to do the DLC because as soon as you have it unlocked, it's like you can do it now if you want. And I'm way above the level, the recommended level to do it, by the way, as well. So I could have done it, but I didn't. Oh, here's the waypoint. Now I just gotta find that tower. But I didn't do it because it's like, no. I want to do the story first. I want to complete the story first, and then I'll do the DLC. I'm starting to think different now because the story is just so freaking long and massive that I don't. Oh, that's a cool waypoint. It's right next to the tower that I need. That now I'm starting to think, do I do the story and miss out on the DLC, or do I do the DLC? So I got 11 to 31, 17, 37. That's pretty cool. Let's hope it lasts long enough until I get to the countess. Oh, it doesn't matter to it, but it doesn't matter if I don't use mana. I'm dead. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Okay, I gotta not use the minor potions as much because they are lethal. So this quest you don't actually get from anyone up until you walk into this area. Some quests are just like that. You won't get them up until you have them. Up until you're ready to go. This is one of them. I highly recommend doing because I'm screwed here, aren't I? Okay. No, I killed all of them. That's pretty cool. The heck is it with all this minor healing? Gosh darn. Okay. I'm gonna get me tons of experience levels and runes. I hope they've included rune. So the game is actually more fleshed out than what it meets the eye. I know that on the technical alpha, there was a leak going out there. I can talk about it and mention it. I'm not gonna encourage anyone to get it or anything like that. But there's a leak that got out there for the technical alpha, and somebody kind of like cracked it and made pretty much everyone being able to play the game. I don't know about it too much. Like, I don't know where to get it or anything like that. But I know it was out there. But anyways, people like modify the characters because it was single player only. People modded the characters, and they've unlocked a lot of the content of the game. So there's a lot more than what meets the eye for sure. Do you play the male or female version of Eivor? I play the male version. And I'll tell you what, I know some people suggested and really... They say playing as female changed the whole narrative of the game. But I'll tell you why I play the male version. The voice actor is actually... I really like the actor that does Eivor's voice, the male guy. And I've seen him before, because he's played a Viking before, on a show called The Last Kingdom that's on Netflix. And I've watched all of that show, by the way, all of those episodes. I don't know when the new season is supposed to drop. It's been like a couple of years now since the last season, I think. And he played, he played a Viking on there. And he's actually played a bad guy role. But yeah, I really like his voice. He's genuine as well, like... I'm not sure if he's Swedish but he's like Scandinavian. So he's genuine, like, Viking roots in him. That's probably why he gets all these roles. But yeah, even though he doesn't sound, he sounds quite American actually. He's not. Which one do you play? Male or female? Did you go with the meta female character, or did you go with just like basic male? Minor healing. I'm gonna grab a few of these. Man, I'm gonna forget about. Male. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're both in the male team. That's cool. I thought you was gonna go with the female character as well, just because it's like, because you were asking me, so I was thinking, oh god, don't tell me you went with a female. Because if you have, then it's like, that's a whole different experience as well. Ooh, jewel.
I am overburdened.
Crap, I'm overburdened. You know what? Gloves I have aren't amazing, but boots are. Oh, definitely get rid of the boots. My inventory is so freaking tiny, I can barely fit anything. The Queen of England is part of Viking as well. Yeah. They have some, yeah, they have a lot of because if the game itself is based in England for the majority of time, which by the way, if you look at the town that it's in the game that the Vikings settle in, it's a real town. It's a real place. It exists to this day still. So Ravensthorpe, which is where you play in the game, which was a Viking settlement, I don't know, like what, 1,000 years ago, something like that. 900 years ago, like a silly amount of time before. It still exists. It's still there, where the game is, and the map of the game, in the way it's settled and stuff, it's still the same. It looks exactly the same. So I've looked it up on Google Maps. It's actually not very far from where I live either. I thought that was pretty awesome. By the way, that was really cool. That not only it's a real actual place, but it's still they haven't changed the name of it or anything. It's still named the same. That's pretty epic. But yeah, like I was saying before, I got sidetracked by that. Yeah, absolutely. They came to England again, like 900,000 years ago, and they made a settlement to it. So the people living here now, they're not even full like what they used to be before. They got mixtures in them. And I think a lot of the Viking culture is still, it influenced the culture here now, even if most people don't want to, not admit it, but like don't want it to be true exactly. It's done a lot though. I think it's awesome. Okay, resist fire. That's something else I want to do. So that increases my fire damage. Okay. Let's put that over there. Okay, so I'm gonna make this stash, this first shared stash. Yeah, can't speak today. Solely for potions. And then this other stash is going to be for weapons, armor, and whatever else. And jewelry as well. I need to do some stash management. Now keep in mind I've been playing this for, I don't know how long I've been streaming now. Actually an hour. So I've been streaming this and playing this for an hour. I already have more stash taken care of. Like I nearly got one full stash space already full. And I haven't even been playing this for very long. I know I have things here like all of this you don't need to keep. None of this you need to keep actually. But still though, I'm already running out of space. Now I don't have a hoarding problem or anything like that. But yeah, that's actually a cool gem. Have you found Excalibur? No, I haven't yet. Actually, I don't think I have. I've looked for it, or I went looking for it, but I actually haven't. No, I haven't found it yet. I think there was a reason why I didn't get it.
What can I do for you?
I think I was either not strong enough, or something amongst those lines. There's a really good reason why I didn't got it. Basically, is what I'm trying to get at. I can't remember what that reason is, but no, I haven't. Have you got it? Have you found it yet? And more importantly, is it any good? Is it worth getting? Is what I'm trying to say here. Because remember, not all of them are worth having. Some weapons are like just for the sake of. There's a bit of lag here. Oh, 188 ping. There's definitely a lot of lag here now. 47 ping. One thing I will say about the game is just like is the lore in some places. Okay, this is the Countess. She's already kicking my ass with fire. Ah! I'm nearly dead. Oh my god, my life was literally 1. I had 1 point of health left. No way. What damage am I doing? 25 to 51. That is ridiculous. That fire is only at the start of the door. Okay, so I killed her the first time. The first time you kill a boss enemy, the drops that they drop are going to be more and better. So she's probably not really going to drop as best as these 3 runes here, which I can't even use yet. Level 19, Jesus. So she's probably not going to be dropping that again. But it's cool. She doesn't have to. That's another quest done. I'm going to teleport to town again. I love the weapon. It was the second weapon I got. I really wanted it, so I played on easy just to get it. Okay, so you did get it. Okay. I presume that would be a one-handed sword as well. Oh, actually, no, it could be a two-handed sword. Huh. Oh, is that why you use two-handed swords then? Because of the Excalibur. Oh, level 14. Come on, dude. Okay, I'm gonna keep this here for now. I think I need a... Is it a raw towel? I can't even remember how to make that. Two-hand, yeah. I thought it might. I thought it might be. That's what. Is that why you favor two-handed swords so much in the game? because you're playing with a two-handed sword. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with two-handed swords, and I think in the game it does allow you to use them one-handed as well, so you don't necessarily have to just have a two-handed sword and not have a shield or whatever. I think you can have a shield, but that does come with penalties, obviously, because it slows you down and your attack power, I presume, it wouldn't be as good. Fire damage that they're getting before I even get close to them is just madness. I don't think I'm going to put many more points onto the... onto actual holy fire. I think I'm going to put the rest of the points on the synergy. And the synergy would be resist fire. Ooh, Grand Charm. Okay, yeah, it's up there. I remember now. As you can see, stamina now is not as much of a problem. Even though I'll probably jinx myself just saying that. But I don't think it's going to be as much of an issue. I do need a bit more dexterity. Strength 35, I think it's still pretty much as I want to have. Dex probably going to get 30, so I'm not going to get too much more. And then everything else is probably going to be pumped just into vitality. And that's pretty much how you should play the game. Pump as much into vitality as you can possibly do. Here's one thing I want to do. Not today, not now for sure. But maybe tomorrow. Because I think it's probably going to be one of the last chances I have, actually. I want to play this with a controller. Just to see how it plays. How it works with the controller. I'm just curious. I would never play this game with a controller. I would always go keyboard over controller. Even though at one point in time I wanted to play it with a controller. But yeah, no, I got so used to play with keyboard and mouse that it's just like, I think it's the best way. But yeah, dude, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, man, it's I think it's one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games, actually. I love the combat on it. It reminds me so much of Dark Souls, because you do have kind of like a stamina system, even though it's not per attack, it's a bit different. It's if you do heavy attacks, you consume stamina. You can do as many light attacks as you want, which I actually think is pretty cool system. Pretty good way to do things. You can use and abuse the light attacks as much as you want. But yeah, I think. But the heavy attacks you can only use so many times. So in that aspect, I like it. There was another Assassin's Creed game as well, which I don't remember the name of it now, which was with the Spartans. I think I'm gonna get that one next. I have played it already a little tiny bit, and very much like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that one is like, okay, you have to like play as a female character because she changes the whole dynamic of the game. So I might try that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. What's your favorite side character? Very good question. Very, very good question. I think Uba is my favorite side character. From the Sons of Ragnar. I think the way Ivory is very arrogant, I feel, in the game. Uba is more down to earth. Unfortunately, you don't get too much play type with him. Like, you don't get to interact with him too much throughout the game. But then you got Ivor's brother. He's also quite okay, but again, I don't want to spoil it too much for people who haven't played it, but he disappears after a while, and it just yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool and all, but you don't get to interact with him too much, unfortunately. Now, important question. Oh crap, my health. They're attacking me too much. Important question now, what is your favorite side character on the game? I can just walk around and they're getting fire damage from my aura, so it's like, even if I'm not attacking, I'm still doing something. I want to kill this freaking scum. Bringing it. Okay. See? Dead again. My attacks aren't doing as much damage as mostly because I'm missing quite a lot. Okay, these shelves, some of these shelves you can actually... Oh, it's only one socket, that's not good. The only reason I'm picking up minor healing is just so I can heal myself outside of combat. Some of these shelves you can click on and they'll drop either tomes or scrolls to identify your stuff. So definitely do check them out. Light healing. Okay, so stats. Let's do the 5 points more in dexterity, and that's pretty much me done with dex and strength. Everything else I'm gonna pump into vitality. I might do 5 points into energy. I might. We'll see. So the next level you get the fire damage on your sword from 27 to 46 and 4 to 7 of fire damage on the aura. Okay, but you get 18% fire damage per level. So 18%. Okay, and I get a passive of fire res as well. So it's 19% right now. So I get another one. Okay, it might not do it because, yeah, max plus 2%. So it is doing it. It is giving me that passive. Okay, I'm gonna choose to go this way because I don't have to, but I'm gonna do the other Jesus Christ, dude. You're wrecking me, man. I think this must be a chance to miss or something. It's not really doing too much to these guys. Now, the minor healing potion isn't the worst potion at all. It won't heal you nowhere near as much in health, and also it doesn't heal you as quickly. So don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's better than nothing. But it won't heal you as much. Ah! No. No. I got 31... Okay, 63 ping. Never mind. I was gonna say, I got 31 ping, man. Don't let lag kill me again. But I want to finish... First of all, I want to get these swords as well in the game, because you made me want to get them now. Definitely got to go do that. But I want to get back into the game, and I want to finish it as well. I'm invested into the storyline, basically, so I want to like see it through, complete it. A lot of minor healings here. My favorites keep dying or betraying me. Yeah, that happens a lot in there, doesn't it? You get betrayed a lot. Or they die, yeah. So certain parts like that, you know, because obviously some of the characters are like historically accurate. Meaning that they really existed and stuff. So some of them... Oh, charge bolt. Ew. Ethereal cannot be repaired. It only gives me the one, doesn't it? That's defense 2, defense 4. I'm gonna go for that one. Even though once it breaks, it breaks. But who the heck is gonna hit me in the belt? Or below the belt? As the case may be. Actually, if it hit me below the belt, it wouldn't affect my belt, so that's pretty cool. Let's go this way. I have a feeling this general way is where... I don't even know if it's in here or it's in prison. It could be in prison, not in the barracks. Barracks, okay. Yeah, it is here. Sorry, I haven't played this game in a very long time. This is like now 20 years old, I think. I think the original Diablo was 21 years old, but the expansion, Lord of Destruction, is now 21 years old. And I have played this when it first came out 20 years ago. Actually, I've only ever first bought Diablo 1. Yeah, so I've had Diablo 1, sorry, on PlayStation 1 actually. Which already introduced me to the series, and I loved it. Okay, this is the exit. So before I go and exit, I need to go and find out where this boss is, so I can kill him and get a quest. Which it won't make a difference actually. It won't really matter much. And I did say you don't have to do all the quests, which you don't, not on this act. Only one quest matters here. But yeah, so I first bought Diablo 2 on PC when it first came out, so it would have been 2000 or probably maybe in 2001. I don't think I bought it as soon as it came out either. Also because I don't know if I was going to be that interested in the game, and I wasn't. There's only one thing I wanted to do in the game, and I think... Ooh, 3 sockets here. Definitely keep that. And I wanted to go to the cow level, because at that point in time, cow level was actually really good in the game. And keep in mind, this was a few versions already after the game came out, so this isn't version 1.
This will help the sisters turn the tide.
Okay, and that's pretty much the quest done. So yeah, I didn't even like the game. So I've completed Act 1, and I thought, oh, okay, I've completed Act 1. How do I now... why is the level not opening up? Because I thought Act 1 was the entire... I didn't think it was the entirety of the game. I just thought Act 1 was enough for me to go to the cow level. It isn't. You gotta beat the whole game. And at that point in time, the game had... Oh, I didn't identify this. 1 to max damage. I mean, I could sell it to make a lot of money, so I'm gonna do that. I gotta sacrifice something. Sorry, potion. Actually, I don't need stamina. Screw it. Elden Ring can't wait. I pre-ordered it, only waiting 5 more months. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but you just reminded me that I should. Unfortunately, I'm a bit tight on cash at the moment. So I don't think I can pre-order it now. Not until another 3 or 4 months. But I do want to pre-order it. I'm excited about it as well. I've seen some more gameplay for it. About like just general riding around with a horse and all that stuff that you do in the game. And yeah, I think it's gonna be epic. And I think it's gonna be like next gen Dark Souls that we all want and need and want. Ah crap, I died. I'm dead. Damn it! I did try and heal myself, he just doesn't heal himself fast enough. Okay, that's cool though. I can go and collect my corpse in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna sell a lot of stuff. But yeah, I think Elden Ring is gonna be epic. I know George R. R. Martin, the creator of Game of Thrones, he's an amazing storyteller. So I think story-wise in the game, it's going to be epic, I would say. I would say so with high certainty as well. Like I'll guarantee it, even that the story is going to be amazing, and not just the story is going to be amazing, but like I said before, this is now going to be the future for. Yeah, I need to sell that as well. This is now the future for.
What can I do for you?
Or the newer, basically, Dark Souls game. So. I don't know if we were ever going to see a Dark Souls 4. I don't think we will. I don't know. We may do. We may not do. I don't know. But I think this is just another kind of like, okay, you may not get Dark Souls 4 or any more in the Soul series, but here's something that's very similar. He's not hidden like Dark Souls. Yeah. Well, he might be. I don't know. It might be. It might very well be. We don't know yet, to be fair. But I will say this: from all the trailers I've seen, and all the video footage I've seen, and all the gameplay and everything else, it is incredibly similar to Dark Souls. So like in Dark Souls lore, obviously you got Ashen One, which is made of ember and all that, and you got something very similar to that with this character, or within this game. I can't remember exactly what she called him, but she said something amongst the lines that it would mean that you also get hollowed and embered, and you have all of that kind of, all of that general Dark Souls vibe to it, basically. She called him something. Oh god, I can't remember what it was exactly for the life of me on the trailer. And the character that called him that is a it's a character that's going to be like the doll is on Bloodborne, or like, you know, the Maiden of Fire is in the Dark Souls series. I think that's the type of character she's going to be, or she's going to play in the game. For the voice as well, like the tone of the voice that she was saying, I definitely think that she's going to play that kind of role of leveling you up, basically. But I'm super excited about it. Another thing I really dig about it is that it's going to be like one big ass open world kind of thing, whereas I think that's going to work out really well, personally. Which, if you think about it, the Souls games are kind of like that as well, especially Dark Souls 1. I think it does it the best by far. I hope that Patches returns, and the Moonlight Sword. If it's a Souls game, or a more close Souls derivative game, 100% Patches will be there. And it is. Look, I know we have Sekiro. I know we have other games that are very similar, but not in the same kind of worlds. But are completely different, right? Like Sekiro, yeah, the combat system is similar. I was so close to a freaking point as well. That's ridiculous. I know the...
Good evening.
I know it's very similar, like the fighting style and whatnot. But that's where the similarities kind of end, in a way. Ooh, so close. I'm gonna get that next. So I need this first, actually, before getting that. But I want to get that as my main source of attack. Poison res. Yeah, definitely get that. Get rid of these. This is good for running, though. Oh, gotta get rid of that. Okay, that's pretty much it. But Elden Ring seems to me like it's just another spin-off of a Souls game. 100%. It's definitely a spin-off. More so than a... When I say spin-off, by the way, I mean like... It's directly related to Dark Souls.
Good evening.
So you got the same kind of time periods, the same kind of look, feel, gameplay mechanics. And not just like Sekiro was... It kept some of the mechanics with... Well, it was a completely different time period, different everything. So I can see why they wouldn't bring patches. It would make no sense, because that's not even in the same universe. Even though it's done by the same kind of people. Elden Ring, though, that's a whole different discussion there. But even Bloodborne, for example, patches is in Bloodborne. And Bloodborne is another, again, a spin-off from the Soul series. But very much like the Soul series, it's extremely similar to it as well. Again, different time periods, but even though it's a different time period, it's still very, very close. I mean, the systems are practically the same. So, yeah, it would make sense to have that. It's been in every Souls game ever. So it wouldn't be a true Souls game without him. And I'm sure we're going to see some weapons, even if not at launch. So let's say the game comes out today. You might not have every single weapon that we used to have before, but I think even as a DLC or just as the game progresses, we're going to see some weapons coming from the Dark Souls games as well, being slowly introduced, even if they have different variations. Not Dark Souls 2. The reason... Yeah, no, it didn't, because... See, Dark Souls 2, it was made by completely different people. It was a completely different studio, and it was different people making it. So that's why it wasn't there. Even though it's a Dark Souls, an official Dark Souls game, it's not the most Dark Souls game ever. Just saying. And surprisingly enough, it's one of the games that I've actually put the most amount of time in. And I think I've only completed it about 3 times. And to put it in perspective, I must have completed Dark Souls 3 about 12 times by now. Because it's my favorite Dark Souls game. Ooh, that is dangerous. So even though I didn't beat Dark Souls 2 all that much, I actually quite disliked Dark Souls 2 when I first got my hands on it, when I first played it. It kind of grew on me later on though. It was Team B from Software, because Team A was working on Bloodborne. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And you can tell that. But to be fair, it started off with the right developer. But then, yeah, you're absolutely right. He's moved on to Bloodborne. Dark Souls then had a different lead director, creative director, as they call themselves. And yeah, it was then taken into a different direction. And you can kind of feel that in the game as well, because it's trying to do and to be a lot of different things that it doesn't actually do or is very well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the game. I like it now. It grew on me, like I said. I didn't like it when I first played it. And because it's a different... I don't even know how to explain how different it is. It feels, plays, and acts so different than the other Souls games that I was used to, that I kept dying like over and over again, and I was struggling with the game so badly. And at that point in time, I had played Bloodborne, I had played Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3. No, I had played Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne. Dark Souls 1 wasn't. I hadn't played it properly until the remaster came out. But before that, anyways, I'd already kind of mastered the Souls series. Basically, I was really good at it. I think Bloodborne really got me like to a really good level. So I didn't struggle with Dark Souls 3 at all because I was used to Bloodborne. But in Dark Souls 2, it absolutely destroyed me. Just Sword and Shield, I even following like not a beginner's guide, but just like, this is, you know, what you're supposed, what's the best class, what's the best weapon to have, the fire sword. You know, this is what you're supposed to do with your stats. You know, invest into this, invest into that, do this, do that. I was following all that, Even I was even following it like an area guide on where to go first and second and everything. And I was still getting completely destroyed in the game. I was just dying a lot, not having any fun with it basically, and I just left it. Playing Dark Souls, but you are slippery and sticky stuff. That's how I would say that what DS2S is. Yes, that is a very good way to describe it. Actually, yeah, I have to agree with you. It's sluggish. Just everything feels so slow and sluggish. And you want to drink an Estus potion, which you have a lot less of, by the way. Straight off the bat, you get like, you know, 2 or whatever it is. It's a reduced amount, like straight away. And you don't even get that many, even at end game. Because you're supposed to also use these herbs that you're supposed to restore your health, and the Estus is mostly used for like either boss fights or invasions or whatever. And you're supposed to use these herbs, which take even longer to heal, and they'll heal you less, or you know, they won't do a chunk of health. They'll heal you over a period of time instead of like immediately. And introducing that mechanic without really introducing it to players, especially me not knowing any better, it's a bit... God, how do I put this? I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I like the Estus idea. So, see, this is... let's look at Bloodborne. Bloodborne, you have the blood vials, right? Every time you go and rest at a... I'm going to call them bonfires. I know they're not. They're lanterns, but whatever. I'm going to say bonfires. Every time you rest, basically, and get your health restored and get you teleported over to the dream world, your blood vials don't come back, right? They're not like the Estus Flask. The Estus Flask is every time you go to the bonfire, your Estus Flask comes back, and you get, you know, your health gets restored and whatnot. And you're cool. Great. Obviously the enemies respawn as well, which isn't great, but yeah. Bloodborne doesn't do that. Bloodborne is a bit tougher on that end, in the sense that if you want your blood vials to be restored, you gotta kill enemies, right? And we know that, and we understand that, and that is very clear from the game. As soon as you play it, you know exactly what the mechanic is. You have 10 Estus Flasks. If you use them, they will eventually return if you kill enough enemies, but if that's not the case, then you just go to the bonfire and you get them back, and you're cool, you're good to go. You know, so you rest between bonfires to restore your health and your flasks, and you're cool, you're good. And that's fine, I love that. That's a really cool system. If you use less Estus, you can go longer without resting between bonfires. And that's pretty cool, so the enemies don't come back. And on Bloodborne, you know, if you got 1 blood vial and you've just rested, all you gotta do is literally kill 1 enemy. I'll guarantee you that enemy is gonna drop like 2 or 3 blood vials. So the game does it, you know, it sees that you need them, and it will give them to you as and when you need them, as you're going along with it. So that's a fantastic system. Those two systems, although different, they work great. They are great, they work great. Nothing wrong with them. But Dark Souls 2 doesn't really know what it wants to be. So it uses both of the systems. So you have the Estus Flask, and then you have the healing herbs, or whatever they're called. I can't remember the names now from the top of my head. And it's like, you're not even telling players either, or not explaining properly, that you got these two things going on. So you have very limited amount of flasks, and you don't really have that many of the healing herbs, because, like, well, why the heck would you? Because you're gonna use Estus Flask. You don't want to use anything else. And that by the way, I'm not like trying to rant at it or anything. Like I said, I do like the game now, but it's stuff like that that makes the game just... Dude, figure out what you want to do. Do you want to go the Estus route? Do you want to go the healing herbs route? Just pick one and do it. Dark Souls done the Essus route, Bloodborne done, you know, the Blood Vial route, which you won't get it back. If you rest, you'll have to kill to get it back, which is cool. It's great. You know, I like that system personally because you get more blood vials to begin with, and I've never gone without or never struggled in the game ever. It's that clever. It will give you what you need when you need it, and you can buy them as well. So you can trade souls to buy them, and that's amazing. So I remember. This is probably like 4 years ago by now, 3-4 years. Playing, just doing Dark Souls 3 on my channel, streaming, and obviously I loved it. But then I finished it, and whilst I was doing it, because I had a lot of people watching me at that point in time as well. But yeah, a lot of people were kind of like guiding me and helping me out throughout the whole game, as you do as well, Blue Warrior. You do that quite a lot as well. So very much like you do. That's what people do, and that's why I love streaming so much. Is because like I might not know how to play the game properly, but by the end, you know, by a couple of hours of stream, I'll be good enough at it that I'll understand the mechanics and stuff, because I'll have people explaining it to me and helping me out. So a lot of people convinced me to go back and give it another chance. And the game's easy mode, basically, where you won't struggle much at all, and you don't even have to be good at the game or play much of it, is called a Hexer. Or if you're like a magic class in general in the game, it makes the game like a lot easier, basically. And that's exactly what I did. Okay, I got Zeal now, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put Zeal on, but it does cost 2 of mana, and I don't have a huge amount of mana. So because I have a lot of health, I'm gonna put some into energy. I put way more than what I wanted to, by the way. Crap. Okay, well, what's done is done. That's fine. I won't touch mana anymore. I didn't want to put any more in mana, but whatever. It's done now. Oh my god. Now. So yeah, so somebody convinced me to play as a Hexer. He said, look, it's easy mode. If you don't like the game or if you don't get on with it, just play as a Hexer. I don't think, this is just from memory. I don't think I've ever co-opted with anyone or any of the viewers, so I didn't get help that way. If somebody did help me and I did co-op, I apologize if I forgot to help. I don't remember it, to be honest. But I think I've done most of the game, at least 99% of the game solo. I think I've always played, every time I played Dark Souls 2, it's definitely been solo for sure as well, because it's just, I don't think many people have the game. And yeah, like they said, they gave me all the right guidance. Go to this area, go to that area, you know, use this, do that. And that's how I managed to beat the game the first time and actually get into it long enough to enjoy it. And it's a shame as well, because the game is actually quite big. It's probably one of the biggest Dark Souls games. It's really long. But I never actually gave it enough. I never played it long enough to see its full potential, but I'm glad I did. And then I think maybe a year later or so, or a while later, after I beat the game and the DLC and stuff, I went back to it again to get my redemption, this time with the sword and shield. So I didn't do easy mode anymore, you know, hexing and stuff and just destroying everything like one hit or whatever. And yeah, I've like I said, I like the game now. I think it's really cool. And I think it was one of the games I've played the absolute most in hours-wise, because how long the game is. And I had beaten it 3 times, so that's why I've put that many hours into it. Way more than what I should have, really. Because I think at one point in time I was trying to play with 2 characters at the same time. One whilst I was streaming, and the other just to learn how to play the game offline, so I don't look so bad when I'm actually, you know, when I was streaming it. which is something I don't really do often at all, or that much, because I like my first impressions. So not knowing things, and I think people like that as well, like watching that kind of stuff, like not knowing much about the game, and it's like, oh, okay, I just went into this area and I'll get like instantly killed, and everybody else knows exactly what's going to happen because they know the game, they played it, except me. And I think that's pretty awesome, by the way. So I don't really practice games anymore. I just play them and have fun as much as possible as I'm doing it, rather than me being a pro at the game, which it's a bit of 50-50 at the moment, because some games I'm really good at and I know all about the game, so I kind of like, okay, so this is what the game is, this is what it does, and I'll explain everything. So I do give as much as I get out of it, to be fair, because especially on older videos that I have now, which is like, I get a lot of thanks in comments even to this date from videos I've done like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, from people like, oh, I was stuck in this area of the game, and thanks to you now, I've just figured it out or got out of it, kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. But I would definitely say Dark Souls 3 is still my favorite. I don't know, there's something about it. I think it's just the gameplay, the mechanics, the lore, the story, the way the game plays. I don't know what it is exactly.
I can't carry anymore.
Ooh, I got enough TPs, okay. It stacks to 20 though, which is low, but whatever. I don't know what it is exactly about the game, but I love it to this day. I think it's awesome. It's definitely one of my favorite games to play. I've played it to death as well, especially on my channel. Ooh, 60 mana. I'll take it, why not? Half freeze duration. Definitely better than this monster's gold. So I'm gonna take that. Keep that for a second, because I might be able to stack it. Nope. I'm gonna sell it because it's only 4. 22. 1725. These strangling gas potions are gonna be super useful in the next act. That's why I'm keeping them. So sorry if it seems like I'm ranting and rambling a lot about Dark Souls 2. Like I said, I do like it. It's a pretty cool game. Durability 8 out of 8. So the monsters, nobody has really attacked me on the belt yet, which is pretty cool. I haven't used a stamina potion in a while. I got 3 with me. I'm gonna keep them in my person just for the sake of I might need one or another every now and again. But yeah. By the way, these maps are quite big. They get bigger and bigger as the difficulties go. So I'm in normal difficulty right now. If I go in Hell or Nightmare difficulty, which is next to Nightmare and then Hell, yeah, the maps are bigger. Another thing I wanted to know, I think it might be, I don't know, is the Andy-bug still here? So basically, the Andy-bug is, Andariel is a boss in this game, which I'm actually close to finding. Okay, this is level 3, which is great. But I need the waypoint first before I go there. So Andariel is the boss that I'm actually going to fight now. It's the last boss of this act before we move on to the other act. And what I'm interested in knowing is, okay, it's not even. So the Andariel bug is basically if you kill Andariel and you move on to the next act, she will be bugged forever, meaning that, like I explained before, you know, each time you kill a boss the first time, you get better drops than every single time after that. So if I kill a boss for the very first time, he's going to drop better items than, or it's going to have higher chances, should I say. It's not going to drop better items. It's going to have higher chances to drop better items the very first time than any other time after that. Except for Andariel. She will, if you bug her and you just leave and go to the next act, she will have better chances of dropping better items every single time after that. I wonder if they kept that bug here. It's a really cool, famous bug that most people don't actually know it's bug. They just think she's always like that, but that's not the case at all. She's not always like that. And definitely not all bosses like that either. My nose is a bit stuffy for some reason. I definitely don't have COVID. Probably. Although knowing my luck, no, I don't have it. I get tested twice a week, so I know I don't have it. And I still wear my mask, even though it's not
Good evening.
mandatory anymore to wear it in shops or anywhere else you go, really. So it's one of those things, like, if you don't want to have it, if you don't want to wear it, don't wear it, like, you don't have to. But I still do, just for my own safety.
Good evening.
I'm gonna see if I can get a better weapon now. Okay. Scepter. This is exactly what I want. 1 to Holy Fire, 2 to Holy Bolt. I do want a Scepter, which is great for Paladins. But I want one that has good stats. They are stupidly expensive. This is only 43,000, which I don't even think I have that kind of money. Yeah, I just need some that are cool. That's socketed too. I need to see if there's any 2-socket rune words as well that I could do. I doubt it, but I don't know. By the way, the reason why I've just exit town and just came back in, if you exit town and come back in, the inventory on the sellers resets. 1 to Holy Fire. There's gotta be better ones. I would take that one that's 1 to Holy Fire, because then that's better than nothing. But ideally I want like 2 or 3 to Holy Fire plus 1 to Holy Fire Defense or whatever it is, or
Good evening.
whatever the case may be. I don't know. 2 to Sacrifice. I don't use Sacrifice. 1 to Blessed Aim, 1 to Sacrifice. If I was using that run, that'd be cool. 1 to Thorns. Okay, last time I'm gonna do this. I feel like this weapon just isn't, even though I'm doing 27 to 57 with a decent scepter, I could very easily do much higher than that. My shield is not up to par too much either, but it's a Targe, so those are hard to come by because the sellers won't sell them just yet. 2 to Bless Aim, 2 to Thorns, 1 to Max Damage, Attack Rating, Thorns, Prayer, FCR, Attack Rating, 3 to Might. I'm using Zeal though. Rest Cold, Holy, 3 to Holy Fire. Okay, that's 29k. They are a bit on the pricey side. I don't know if I have that kind of cash either, even on my shared stash. I might do, but I think I might just be... Yeah, I do, but I would be using every single bit of gold that I have. Okay, I'm not actually gonna buy it. The reason I'm gonna put up and carry on, and the reason for that, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna do some Andariel runs. What else am I gonna do? Andariel runs, some more rune runs. Okay, this chat is annoying me. User interface, accessibility, controller, auto map, video, game res. That's for legacy mode. Is it H that takes into legacy mode? I think it used to be. What button does it takes me into legacy mode? Legacy toggle. Oh, F5 now. Okay, they changed that. I have to press the function key and then... Oh my god! What happened to the graphics? This is a good old classic Diablo 2. He's like, don't worry, your YouTube video is absolutely fine. It's just... it's pretty cool that you can do that. I wish you could do that on Demon Souls. Go into legacy mode. So just a quick toggle and you can see what it was like. What the game used to look like before. And Jesus, did it not age well. I mean, I think even when the game first came out, the graphics were just not that great to begin with. But yeah, it's really not aged well. It's not aged well at all. Don't get me wrong, some people, most people, myself included, still play the game like that nowadays. I definitely do still. But even though there's HD mods now that you can have, it does kind of like stretches out the game and makes the graphics look less worse than that, basically. But this is, I feel this is definitely going to be the definitive way to play Diablo 2, for sure. I'm sure most people won't. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are still going to be purists, basically. We're still going to be playing Diablo 2 like classic, normal Diablo 2, which is going to be called classic now, I'm sure, because it's going to be the old one. And that's fine, you know. Just play it however you want to play it. I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. But I think for me, this is gonna be the future of playing. If it supports mods like D2, I'm definitely gonna go this route. I think it's much better. The only other issue I have with normal Diablo 2 right now, but this is it's been from day one now. A couple of issues. Number one is the bots that you have in the game. I think at the moment 90% of the player population it's bots. They just do Baal runs constantly, like 24/7, and obviously they farm for items as well. So if there's any decent item that drops, they'll automatically pick it up, and then you'll see them being sold out for real money on like, I don't know, D2 Mule or whatever it is now, D2R or whatever. Something like that. There's sites out there that you can buy items in the game. That's why Diablo 3 had the auction house when it first came out. That was the way Blizzard tried to capitalize on that. So they went from you can only trade items through the auction house, pay real money for items, to you can't even trade items now anymore. Anyways. But yeah. And this is why in my previous video, which I got a bit of hate for it, because people just don't agree with what I had to say. I knew I was going to get a bit of hate for it. People ain't going to care very much about what I said about the... you know, you can play this for 1,000 hours and still only have like 1% chance of having an item, of the item ever dropping, and you know, to play this for 1,000 hours and not have half the items that, you know, endgame items and stuff, or runes or whatever. So the drop chances are, in my opinion, ridiculously low. So I did mention, you know, increasing, even if only a little tiny bit. I know they have done in the past. They definitely increased the runes drop rates quite a bit recently, because it was just ridiculous at one point in time. Yeah, from now on it's everything going to vitality, and I'm not even going to mess around. Ooh, last time now. It's okay. So I'm unlocking a whole new tier of stuff. Should I do Zeal? Yeah, why not? Mana cost is always 2, so I'm going to carry on with Zeal for now. I got way more mana potions than I ever need or want, to be honest. I need more healing potions in the man, especially when I go and fight Andariel, which, by the way, I think I'm still... Even though at level 13, I still think I'm under-leveled to fight her. But I'm gonna try anyways, because screw it. I want Act 1 done today for sure. But yeah, like I was saying, like... I feel like I have to... I was gonna do a follow-up video just to explain myself a little tiny bit better. Because I feel like... I knew most people wouldn't agree with my saying increase the item drop rates straight out of the bat, because why would anyone? But to be fair, like I said, you can play this game for 1,000 hours and not see some of the end game items or high runes or anything like that. But bots who have hundreds of thousands of hours will most likely see them or trade them. Even if they don't see him, they'll trade them off for, you know, whatever. And then they'll sell them for real money. And that's a legit business. People do that for a living. They have for years, actually. Even since I was playing this. And it still works to this day. They can still make a lot of money just selling in-game items. Because the items are hard to get. And if you don't have, you know, 20 hours to invest into the game to get all these items, then... yeah, you're screwed basically. You can just pay for them, and that's the easy route. I'm an adult. I got responsibilities and a credit card, so I'm just gonna buy it. I never spent a penny on the game. Personally, I'd get all my items legit or lack of them, as the case may be. Which I think it always has been. Like, I've never got any, not legitly anyway, not mods. That's why I like single player modding so much. Because then I can get all the items I never had before. Not just like spawning them in, but just increasing my rates for me to get them. Okay, that's a 2-socket shield. That is a fantastic find. I'm going to keep that. Because I can make a rune word for it. And even though... okay, here's Andariel. I should have had poison potions. Increase my poison res. Okay, look how quickly I'm going to kill her because of my fire. She's highly allergic, not allergic, but she don't like fire. And she's dead. So she's, yeah, fire is definitely the attack that's going to do her the most amount of damage. Okay, so I killed her the very first time. And she'll drop some really cool. She didn't drop any uniques. I don't think she did anyways. But she dropped some cool items. Don't get me wrong. Like, this belt is pretty cool. It's a lot better than what I have now. So actually, I'll have to fight quickly and replace it. Just to create space for this falchion. Okay, and then we have... get rid of this potion. I don't even need them. That I want. This I want. This I want. You can go. And that I want. I'm happy. That town portal is always going to be there, by the way, so that's why I got 2 now. And all the characters in now want to talk to me. And they all want to congratulate me and saying how cool I am. And this is it. That's the end of Act 1. So, Act 1 done. Okay, that's a cool weapon. If I'm going to replace that one, I'll tell you that much straight away. Okay. If I look now, it's like 40 to 70. That's insane. Okay, that is a cool ring. I'm going to replace you. Whatever is better than nothing, so I'm going to keep that. So I've got some really cool items. That's why doing Andariel runs would wield some cool stuff. Although a lot of people say don't do it because it's not worth it. I don't know. I feel like doing them. Even if only for a little tiny bit. I have a lot of gems. I'm going to be combining this into stronger gems eventually. Pretty soon, actually. I can start doing that from Act 2. So Act 2, I'm going to get the Horadic Cube. And, yeah. My shirt stash is now at 0. Thank God I didn't use this. I knew I was going to get a better weapon anyways. 30k, that's a lot. Okay, so... before I quit the game, which is what I was about to do, let me go to Warrior and go east. And I'm gonna watch the cinematic. Hearing music. I know they released this. I already watched this cinematics remastered.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret
Subscribe, motherfucker.
now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that barren wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the vast bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Mount Arreat, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had courted a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within the tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Lutgolain. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
Hello. Greetings.
Okay, Act 2.
Greetings.
It took me 2 hours to do Act 1. I think I've done pretty much every quest, actually. I did. I've done all of the quests. So, quests that are 100% completed will just be blacked out. This one isn't because I need to imbue it to actually finish it. But I'm not going to do that yet at all, because, yeah, I don't want to. 463. So I need to take that much from my shared stash onto my person or private stash and then do it. It's not amazing.
I don't.
Okay, so there's a couple of quests you can do here, like find Radaman's lair under the Loot Golem sewers. You don't have to do that. I'm going to, because you get a free skill out of it. You get a skill book that then you get a free skill out of it, and the experience opportunity would be awesome. Oh, these guys are kicking my ass. Okay, so let's heal up straight away because I'm already all beaten up. Chances to hit 77%. So the chances are never going to be 100. They're always 95 is the highest you can go. I never fully understood that or agreed to it or whatever. I understand that because like you never have 100% chance to hit anything. Oh, now I get an antidote potion. But yeah. 2 socketed bulge, not bad. I don't care about it, but not much I can do here, man. Let's go back to the loot golem. So this is the other entrance. There's a couple of entrances. One from the side, which is my favorite way to come in. Then the other one is literally to a trap door in the middle of the town. It's not a bad way to go either. Ah crap, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm so slow, so I'm trying to click away, but he won't click away. It's this guy slowing me down. Man, as soon as I turn into a hammer, which probably won't be today. I'm so dead. Well. Now you're going to start getting a lot more healing, light healing, and other stuff. No point having that. So you're going to get a lot better healing items, a lot better gear. Enemies are a higher level. They're going to be tougher as well. And that's pretty cool, though. Now, I am a very physical attacking person right now. Well, I'm not going to be for very long. So the skill that I really want is this one at 18, but I'm probably not going to get that. Okay. Figure. Okay, 18 is going to be my next drop then. And 24 is a holy shield, which is something that I always invest a point in. Most people don't or care about it. I always do. If you are a smiter, you 100% need it. If you're not a smiter, you don't need it. I think the key point to this is don't get hit, basically. Right now it's really said and done, but eventually once you can teleport, you'll be fine. So Enigma is a rune word. Speaking of teleporting, Enigma is a rune word that pretty much every character, including the sorcerers, or should have. Highly recommend having, because it allows characters to teleport. It's really powerful as well to begin with, but it allows characters to teleport basically. Why is the rest should be higher unless the thing is already off. We should ask. So other than the sorceress can teleport, and that's why she's most people's favorite, including mine. She's awesome as well. She can teleport, so she won't need it. But every other character, or the majority of the characters, will benefit from it. Because it's all, at the end of the day, it's all to do with mobility in the game. You need to move faster, because if you run or walk or whatever, you're gonna have a tough time in the game. Especially certain places, you're gonna get destroyed. I'm trying to find freaking level 2 of this. It'd be pretty cool if I could find it, because then I could just get experience, get another skill, and then I need the cube for sure, because I'm gonna cube a lot of stuff. And then I'll need the cube. Need to go and get me some runes. I need a few sockets. Armor piece. Which is easy enough to find. So I can find that. I can just shop for it actually. Oh, here it is. I knew it was close as well. I think there's 3 levels of the sewers. This is only level 2. And you can get a portal here if you want. I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, there's loads of these guys. Ah, I'm dead. Crap. Okay, so I'm gonna just save and exit the game. And I'm gonna return to it. So rather than me walking all the way there to get a corpse, I'm just gonna get my corpse off the floor. Okay, lobby. We got a chat gem, which, by the way, does absolutely nothing. And then there's a list of games here that we can join. That's not a huge amount of list, actually. Huh. Okay, so this is how you create a game and everything else. Right, I'm gonna carry on solo still for now. Even though solo still creates an online game. But it just, yeah, makes it so nobody can join. And it's cool. So if you do that, you can retrieve your corpse, as I've done now. So that's pretty cool. There's a way to zoom in on the character as well. How do you do that? Zoom Z. Oh, really? That's pretty cool as well. So you can zoom in and see your character a bit closer. Because you got the cool graphics, you can do that now and you can get away with it.
Stay a while and listen.
So 10 to 25, 12 to 20. No chance, man. The one I have is much better. But this is still cool to share with other characters that I probably am not going to play or create or do anything with. Okay, I think I'm thinking my next step now should be to get the cube straight away. I'm not even going to mess with the sewers just yet anyways. So I want to get the cube first and foremost. Okay, and then after that I'm going to do some tutorial runs and countess runs. That should net me a few levels and runes to build a rune ward that I need. I'm pretty sure stalled F. Okay, that rune ward is going to help me out a lot throughout the game. And then eventually I'll be level 18, which is where I need to reset my character and start building towards Hammerdin. It could be this way actually, it might just not be, but there it is. Wow, my chances to hit must be 73, that's not even too low. Not great. I'm a bit of a glass cannon though, and you'll find that, especially with the sorceress, that's why I don't particularly love playing as her. She's a glass cannon throughout the whole game, even at, you know, Optimus gear and whatnot. You can still get wrecked pretty quickly. That's just how the game goes though. But I hate these little bastards. A full mana potion like that, then yes, I'm gonna take it. Okay, the dry heals. So I don't think the quests actually. Oh crap! I'm pressing the wrong button. Oh no, it does. Oh no, it only shows one. So I don't think some of the quests will go show until you're close enough. Wait, so this is one of them. I think once you find one of the parts, it will kind of tell you that. Okay. Now that you have this one, bits, you can find the other parts, you know, in other areas. So, there's a waypoint here somewhere. There's a lot of enemies close by as well. That's a way to go up. I don't want to go up just yet. There's got to be a waypoint here and a way to go to this other place that I need to go. And basically, all I got to do in this other place is find a cube. Oh, I did kill all of them though. Spear Sacred Globe. I think my sources could use this. Okay, yeah, she could. I'll have a quick proper look in a minute because it's I didn't, I just barely looked at it. More points of vitality. Let's get rid of these guys. Ooh, T-Rune. Crystal Sword. It's a shame that it's not a... Oh crap, I'm dead. They're not really give me a chance to recover. It's a shame it's not a
I am
socketed crystal sword, but beggars can't be choosers. Can still take it though. I'm gonna put on Zeal again. There's a lot of classes here. Still not getting any luck finding that waypoint or the place that I need. I think the place that I need is right there. There is a waypoint down there in level 2, I think. I think it's one of those as well that's like 3 levels. However, I don't want to then crawl out of 2 levels that basically. I think I need to go back to the fact that I'm way too... My inventory is way too full. There's something that I wish to change as well, man. Just increase the inventory space.
It is an honor to serve you.
There's no reason not to. Strength 43. I immediately cannot do anything with it. I was going to keep it. And the only reason I was going to keep it is just so I could imbue it and make it super powerful and then use it as a more powerful weapon. Unfortunately, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Forgot you can't do that. Okay, so I'm gonna sell it. Oh crap, I don't have enough money. Why is there only... Oh my god, I just got this. Each shared tab has its own gold that you can share with. So each tab has a separate amount of gold, and there's a max gold that you can share. So rather than making one of the tabs just like unlimited gold shared across just a shared gold unlimited, no, they've put a number on it. Okay, I get what you're doing. Welcome back, Bloody Moon Warrior. Good to have you back, bro. Not a huge amount has happened since you left anyways. I just kept ranting and raving about Dark Souls 2. That's pretty much it, actually. But Elden Ring is gonna be epic. I know. So, oh, here it freaking out. I just used a portal right next to the freaking waypoint over there. Oh well, it's cool though. I have both now anyways. I got the waypoint and I got the place I need to go into. So without further ado, let's go. This isn't not gonna be easy either. I gotta go and play Assassin's Creed Valhalla after this just to get that sword as soon as possible. And then I gotta sharpen up my skills on... Yeah, I'm gonna have to sharpen up on Bloodborne, because I wanna stream that next. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I know I keep saying that I'm gonna do it, and I want it, but I'm definitely gonna do it next weekend for sure. I know I can play Diablo again next weekend, because they're gonna do another beta playthrough next weekend, and then that's pretty much it as far as I know. They're not gonna do any more, not until the game releases, of course. But yeah, I'm not gonna be playing it next weekend because there's nothing else more that I can do to the game, to be honest. You can only still do 2 acts, and yeah, that's not great. Maybe stream Valhalla as well. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. The reason why I haven't streamed Valhalla is because I've been enjoying it, just playing it normally, without streaming. Just myself, basically. Oh, 2 socket ring mail. Perfect. I don't have to buy one now. I can do the rune word now. I just need an F rune, and that's cool. When there's too many enemies attacking me like that, that's terrible news. Especially these ones that can attack from the distance as well. Little bastards. Yeah, I can do Valhalla, but the thing is though, we can't co-op on Valhalla, which is a bit like, oh, dude, I so wish you could co-op on it. We would destroy people. I know you can use, there is an online play element to it, because you can use people's warriors, I think. I'm not sure what they're called. Have you seen Silence of the Lambs? I have, yes. Dr. Hannibal Lecter, if that's what you mean. I have seen it. I like that glitch is still there, that you can pass through the door without actually opening it. That was a bit of a bug that was on the original. I like it that it's still here as well. They kept that. Jones Viking. Yes. Yeah, I've seen. That's, yeah, Jones Viking, that's it. So, with that regard, there is an online aspect to it, because I have other people's Jones Vikings, and they use mine as well, and you get rewarded for it, like somebody's hired your Viking, so you're gonna get, like, whatever you get in the game, whatever currencies you have, you can get that, and that's pretty cool. But I feel like co-oping should be a thing as well, to be honest. Okay, is this the whole map? I feel like it is. What the heck? Did I miss it? Did I miss something? I think I must have missed something. Usually there's a chest in the middle of a room, and then you click on it, and then you get the Horadia cube. But as you can see, it says halls is at level 1, which means there's a level 2 to it, and I'm sure there is a level 3 even, because you can... There should be a waypoint for level 2. Yes, yeah, I think I have you on PS Plus, on PlayStation, yeah. Sorry, not PS Plus. I don't remember my gamer tag on the PS Plus. I think it's TCG, something like that. That's my gamer tag, my PS Plus account name. But I think I've added you ages ago, actually. I need more healing potions, man. Okay, not that way. Where the heck am I going? Maybe I've already found out the way and it's not showing on the map. Because sometimes the doors don't show. Oh yeah, here it is. It didn't show on the map, bastard. Experience shrine. Means I get ultimate experience. I think it's probably 200%. Yeah, that's it. I'm not sure anymore. You probably ain't gonna see me. I can't remember the last time I've been on the PlayStation. To be fair, I think maybe 2 months ago. I don't know, when was the last time I streamed? I know I've played a bit of Call of Duty, Cold War, whatever it was. That was the last game I played on it. So I haven't played since. I haven't been there for a long time. So that's probably why you really haven't seen me. These are like the shamans from Act 1. They will raise these dead. You gotta kill them. Okay. There's another experience shrine. I'll take that. But yeah, I definitely have you. Dude, we gotta do some Bloodborne, man. I gotta co-op Bloodborne. That's the only thing I haven't done. From all the things I've done in Bloodborne, I must have done 4 or 5 different characters. I think I've played Bloodtinge once as well, which is a difficult character to make. But yeah, from all the characters I've done and played, I'm not gonna lose that. I'm dead. I probably am gonna die here. But before I go... Oh crap, I don't even have space to get the cash. Oh no, I'll make some space. It's because there's so many of them, they're just gonna beat the crap out of me. They won't let me, because I'm blocking so much as well. They won't let me attack. Okay, got it. Got it. I don't play it on the PlayStation, I'm afraid. No, I have it on PC. But, with that being said, my account is connected. So my Ubisoft account is connected with my PlayStation accounts. So you might still view them. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would have to add you on Ubisoft, or if that's how it works, or how it works. But I don't know. But unfortunately, not now. The only reason I have it on PC, there's literally only one reason I have it on PC, is just because I have is it Uplay, Ubisoft Plus, whatever it is. It's something that you pay like £12 a month, or I think 15 euros per month, and you get a massive list of games basically that you can play. So that's the only reason I got it. So that's why I got all the DLC and everything. But it's not just Assassin's Creed Valhalla, of course. It's loads of other games. And I thought, you know what? It's such a good value for money that I'm gonna do it. Yeah, so I've had it ever since, and I love it. Okay, I'm gonna grab these cheap sapphires and all of these gems that I have, and I'm gonna combine them now, and I'm gonna start evolving a lot of them. So for one, it's gonna take way less space in my cubes. And it's going to give me better jewels in case I need them. I don't think I'll need them really, but I never know. I might need them. I think if we are friends on Ubisoft, it will work as well. I think so too. Because I know the accounts are the same. So when I play certain games on PC, on Ubisoft games especially, my progress or my achievements go to my Ubisoft account, which then goes on my computer. So if I'm playing the same game on the computer, then it goes there as well, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like cross progression in a way. So I think as long as you have me on one platform, it would work. But just yeah, we can try all that out, dude, because it'd be pretty cool actually. So I'm definitely going to jump on it. I didn't know you played Assassin's Creed Valhalla as well. That's pretty awesome. But I think we play kind of like the same game, so that makes sense. Okay. think the stamina one and the mana one I'm gonna get rid of. Okay, it's just taking space. I'm not gaining as much from it as I once was. So I'm not going to keep that. So I'm gonna have to rearrange myself here a little tiny bit. Let's get rid of that. Okay, this is mana potions, which they're better than these light ones. Okay, the way I usually do this is, yeah, I just put it like that. I might get rid of some of these stamina potions. Like I said, I haven't used them for a very long time, so I don't think I need them really. Okay, now I need a tall F to build a rune word that I want, and in order to do that, I need to go and get runes. I think it's a tall F. If I get it wrong, it won't be a major loss anyways. I don't care. Only one socket on the shield, so it's not going to be a great help. Now these are going to be easier. This whole act is going to be because I'm like level 14 now, and that's, yeah, I think that's a pretty cool level to have around here. Now obviously the map is it's regenerated, so unfortunately I'm going to need to go and find out where the tower is again, and not. Oops, good try. I don't want to use that fire strike. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. So my experience here isn't going to be amazing because I'm a bit level for this area. So this will give out the same experience as they always did, but I just need more of it now, basically. Even those guys, man, they're like so cool right now. I can see this being played on console. Hopefully it comes out for Switch as well, which I think it is, because I would honestly love to play this portably, for one. Although I could potentially play this on my laptop. I don't know, because it's a bit demanding actually. More demanding than what I thought it would be. But like playing this on the Switch with the touchscreen, it would be awesome. Does the Switch have a touchscreen? I can't remember actually. It does. I'm pretty sure it does actually. I don't think I ever use it, but I'm sure it does. I'd imagine it hard not to have. I'm not having much luck finding that. But I will eventually get it on the PS5 as well, because I know it's one of the few games that was also ported directly onto the PS5. I think I only have 2 games on the PlayStation 5 actually that are actually meant for PlayStation 5 and not... other than the PS Plus games that you get, those don't even count because they're not even great to begin with. But I got Call of Duty Cold War and Demon's Souls, and that's like 100% PlayStation 5 made for. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla is another one of those that it is as well, so I'd really like to have it too. I want to get that, and I want to get the other Assassin's Creed as well, which is with the Spartans. Ah, mate, the name of it, I keep forget. It keeps escaping me, the name of it. I know it too. I just can't remember it for some reason. But yeah, that one as well. Odyssey, that's the one. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now that's also really cheap at the moment. Well, it's been cheap for a while now. I just kind of kept my eye on it, but I haven't got it yet. But I just kept my eye on it. I have played it. I do have it on Ubisoft Plus as well. The problem I'm having now, I'm running out of freaking storage space, believe it or not. Because I have that many games installed, and the games are also quite large size on my computer, that I think I've used about 3 or 4 terabytes of storage. And yeah, I know it's bad. That I have that many games, and that it's not even that many games. I'll probably say I have probably 20 some odd games installed right now, if not more. Most of them are VR games, and the problem I have with some of those games is that they take a lot of space. These are not your typical small game either. They you know. Okay, it's not in the dark, but it's definitely in the black marsh. I may need to retry this map just to see it. Maybe. Maybe we can do this. Oh my god, it's right freaking next to the waypoint. You gotta be kidding me. There's a good map as well. So I literally just discovered the whole map just only to find out what I was looking for. It was right next to the waypoint. Oh god. Oh, well. Okay. But anyways. Yeah, there's a few games I want to get on the PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, there's still not a huge amount of games on the PS5. Like, there's a lot of games that still haven't come out yet. Which is a shame, because I'm really looking forward to playing on more PS5 exclusive games. Even though the PlayStation's been out for almost a year now, I think. Is that 9 or 10 months by now? Probably. It's definitely my favorite console. It does everything my PlayStation 4 does, and then some. Which I think is such a refreshing thing to see nowadays. Because when I got my PS3, I was devastated when, like, oh, it doesn't play PlayStation 2 games. But when I bought my PlayStation 2, it played PlayStation 1 games, so... And then PS4 didn't do PlayStation 3 games, or 2, or 1. It kind of like, okay, well, maybe then... This is the new trend of you get a new console and forget about the old one, because it's just not... It's not going to become backwards compatible anymore. And then the PlayStation 5 drops, and they go back to, okay, it's backwards compatible with PS4 games now. Which I think it's a great thing, because if you come from a PlayStation background, that's amazing, because if you already have, you know, like me, I probably have about 100 PlayStation 4 games. That means the PlayStation 5 now has 100 games on it as well. So my library on the PlayStation 5 is not just 2 or 0, it's, you know, it's whatever the PS4 games I have. Especially if you got a console that doesn't have many games at launch. That's definitely something worth looking at. Oh, 15 now. I highly doubt I'll ever get to level 20 something much higher than this within Acts 1 and 2. Only killing them is really like a special monster pack, and they yield a lot more experience than normal. Although it's not gonna do me a huge favor, because yeah, like I said, I don't get super nice. Okay, eat drones, not bad. Unfortunately, it's not the Tal or a Neth. So let's try this again. And this is pretty much all you do in this game. Is you repeat the same things over and 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 over again. Until you get whatever it is that you want or need from the game. But yeah, until you get it, you just keep going, doing the same runs over again. Okay, let's have a look at that ring. I still haven't found a magical ring, which kind of sucks. 1 to max damage. Yeah, I'll sell it.
What you
It's not really worth keeping. I could do with the money as well, so I'll use it. Keep those there. I'm really running out of space. Okay, let's do it again. From the top. I'm gonna definitely look around. Okay. Oh, there's a group of specials here. Mana burn. If I relied on that. Oh, actually, I would. Because if I relied more on mana, I'd be so screwed right now. Those. This is how I play the game and how I'm playing. Obviously, everyone plays this differently, and I think part of the reason why Diablo 2 is so popular, and it's still popular to this day, to be fair, and it's so good, is that you can play this in so many different ways, do so many different builds. Yeah, you got a lot of freedom, basically. Obviously, some builds are better than others. Some are, like, useless. Some characters aren't that great. Others are, you know, OP. That's always going to be the case, but any character in this game in any build can be viable. Is it great? Probably not. It's going to make the game harder for sure. But you can still play it. Okay, that's the exit. That's good to know. Oh, right. See, that's why I sometimes like playing single player a bit better, because it's like you just... Oh, here it is. You'd have never gotten any of that in single player. Like literally zero lag. And sometimes it happens, especially when there's spikes in the servers and stuff. Even though it's got nothing to do with you in your game, but it's still like you gotta communicate online where the game's hosted and stuff. So you're gonna feel some jumping around sometimes. So the only other thing I wished it would do, and I think a lot of people are mentioning this as well, is just have the ladder content on non-ladder. Or if you're not going to do that, that's cool, because then there'll be no reason for you to play a ladder, really. Because if you got no exclusive content and it's just competing for a leaderboard, and nobody cares about that. I certainly don't care. Plus, it's all people like using bots anyways that usually are at the top of the ladder. It's not really actual players, so it really does not matter. However, what does matter is, you know, Ubers, Diablo clone, all that good stuff. That does matter. I think it does, at least. I've been playing this for 3 hours. I have not got a single unique item. I know it's too early in the game as well. Ooh, 3-socket torch. That is... Yes, very good. Very good work, beauty. So, yeah, 3 hours in game. I know it's only Act 1 and 2 and whatever. Not a single unique. That kind of like sums up Diablo 2 experience in a nutshell. Really, really well. Dead end here. Now, this is pretty much useless in a way. Those are throwing knives. So throwing knives have a stack. So this one, actually, I can't tell you right now because it's not been identified. So let me just go and do that, just for the sake of seeing it. 72 is the quantity of these, and there's no self replenish. So that means that once you use those 72, it's done. Once you throw 72 of those, you can still attack with it without throwing, I think. I'm pretty sure you can, because it's just a knife anyway. But throwing it is the, you know, the whole point of the thing. And because you can't repair it, you can't get the stacks back. Once you throw all 7... Ooh, got the towel when I need it. So once you throw all of those, that's it, you're pretty much done for. What level do I need for it? Oh, 17? Dude. Can't even do it now.
Greetings.
Light res. Nope, that's better. I'll keep it because, like I said, it's better than nothing. Does it eat? I don't even have enough. Ooh, I got 3 elves though. There's gonna be an eld rune if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That's cool though. So I got stuff to do rune words, I just need, yeah, rune words. Okay, let's keep that there. All my potions are fine. So,
Oh,
I'm gonna
hi
end the
there.
stream soon anyways because it's been 3 hours. I've been rambling for 3 hours, man. Something I'm gonna do because I have Act 2. I'm gonna go quickly jump into Act 2. And I need belts. I need the belt that's going to increase this stack by another one, which you can get on Act 2, I think. However,
It is an honor to serve you.
there's one. Oh, there's such a much better belt than that, though. Do I really want to do that? No, screw it. For the sake, I'll sacrifice. Okay, I'll do Untitled once more, just to see if I get at least one to see if I can even bugger, and secondly, just to get at least one unique item. Just one. I cannot play this game for 3 hours and not get a single unique. Because otherwise, nobody's gonna believe that I've played. This is probably the #1 game that I've played the most throughout the years, by the way. Because I've been playing this since it came out, and like I said before, I didn't actually like it when it first came out. So I didn't touch it again for another maybe 2 years. It wasn't until 2000 that I really got into it. That I got back into it, and then I played Diablo Classic like to death. But I think at that point, Lord of Destruction expansion was already out for a while because it came out in 2001, like just a year later. I didn't even know what I was missing out. I don't remember how I got into the expansion. I think I must have downloaded it, and a friend of mine gave me these CD keys, which is what you had to use. I still have mine to this day, by the way. I have the booklet still. He gave me a CD to play and try it out, but it's like we couldn't play at the same time. There's only one you can play with the CD keys at once. That's just like the Blizzard countermeasure to stop piracy and all that, or like game sharing. So yeah, I've tried it out, loved it, and then I eventually, a few months later, I've actually managed to find it, the game, and I think it was like 12 euros for the base game and the Lord of Destruction expansion, and it's like I couldn't believe my luck. I think I paid less for both of those games than I did for just the actual standalone Diablo II Classic game. So yeah, I couldn't believe my luck then, and I grabbed it on the spot. So now I have 2 copies of the classic Diablo game, and 1 copy of the Lord of Destruction. However, I did tie those keys up to my Blizzard account, so... I don't need to see the keys anymore. I think I had to do that to play it on my Mac. That's the only reason I've done it, I think. Because otherwise my discs wouldn't work on my Mac from the get-go. And I wanted to play it on my laptop. I think I've installed it on my laptop and I've probably played it like once or twice. I just don't have the time nowadays. I've been busy, man. Okay. This sometimes happens where I either know instinctively where the ways are, or I walk around in circles for like the entirety of the map and then I don't find what I'm looking for. Okay, it's definitely not that much. Yeah, this is not pretty good. Get the experience. I'm nearly leveled up again, so it's 15. I'm gonna need to be 17 to use that rune word anyway. So it's probably 18 if not higher. 17, 18 at least. Which is fine, because I'm gonna reset my. I'm gonna respec by that kind of level anyways. So I can become a Hammerdin, which is like meta basically. Everyone's gotta have at least one. They used to be way more OP than they are now. And I think that's because they kind of nerfed them down a bit, because it's like, oh, okay, they're way powerful. A lot of people are using them. So let's not make the other characters more powerful. No. Let's make the most powerful character less powerful. Which is like, okay then. That's not ideal, but do what you gotta do. So that's exactly what they did. So they kind of nerfed him up a little tiny bit. Not a huge amount. So what happened basically is that he was kind of bugged before. That's why he was so stupidly powerful. So no enemies had any resistance to the blast hammers. So blast hammers are considered now, well, I think they're considered before, but they're 100% considered now to be magic. So if an enemy has any defense to magic, now it obviously, the hammers won't even do any damage to it 9 out of 10 times. It's just they're immune to it or have a higher defense or whatever the case may be. You can't hit him. But before, it didn't matter what defenses they had. Those hammers like 100% chance of hits every single monster, no matter what they were. No matter what kind of like defense they had or whatever. So that's why they were so. They were used a lot more, mostly because of that as well. That's just because they're still good and they're still the best and viable. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they've nerfed them down to death, that they're not that good anymore, but they're just not overpowered in the sense that if they're immune to magic, then you're most likely not going to do anything. Wow, is this it? She didn't drop any gold, which is a sign that she is bugged. Unfortunately, she's also not dropping anything good. I know I'm on players 1 and that does affect things a little tiny bit. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Gotta give me something to work with here. So, okay, that was, I think, pretty much my last
Good evening.
attempt at getting a unique item in this stream. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Welcome back.
But, whoa, I don't want to get rid of that. That's the 2 sockets. Don't get rid of that. No, I'm not gonna get rid of anything. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna farm off camera because it's boring and repetitive, and I'm sure you guys are not gonna enjoy that whatsoever. So I think I'm gonna farm off camera. What the heck is this at 20? I thought I used some of that. Hold on, maybe I did. Yeah, farm a bit off camera, and then come back stronger. And yeah, I'll carry on again tomorrow. Finish Act 2 probably.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me anyways. Let me just have a quick look. Did I do... I did. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because yeah, I still don't have any uniques dropped on me or anything. That sucks. I mean, the weapon I have isn't the worst. I'm getting a lot more experience here. Like, I could see that bar going a lot faster than on Act 1. So, Act 2 is actually a pretty cool act to get experience. Boss group. Boom, level up already. You got betrayed again by one of your favorite characters, so who's betrayed you now? So, whichever character you pick, I guarantee it's going to betray you. Okay, I'm level 18 now. Oh no, 16. Wait. Oh yeah, it's 18. I thought that was enabled to level up just for a second. It isn't. It's definitely 18. I'm climbing up fast enough. I heard the boss speed. Wow. Okay. How lucky am I? I thought he was dead for a second, then somebody else showed up really quickly. Oh, right, yeah, get rid of that. Okay, I'm good. I don't know why I have so many mana potions. I don't need any of them. Eldrune. So I think I got 2 of those now. I don't know which one is an Eth. Like in which... Where does it sit? Before an Nelt, before an 8. I think it's before 8 Eth. I think they're similar. I don't remember. There's a lot of things I don't remember anymore, so I'm kind of having like not a look at guides or anything like that. I'm just having a look at like things that I either didn't know to begin with because I was never an amazing player, or you know, just like a refresher on what mechanics and stuff like that used to be before. I'm trying to progress here a little tiny bit, just so it makes tomorrow a bit easier and I don't have to do as much. Yeah, I think because the sorceress by now, I think she unlocks teleport at level 18 as well, if I'm not mistaken. I don't need that no more. I think, yeah, I think she does at level 18. So at level 18 I could start like teleporting around and just moving a lot faster. Which is something that they completely pretty much killed on Diablo 3, by the way. Yes, you got characters that can teleport. Unfortunately, you're limited on how many times you can do it. So you can't just teleport around a lot like you can do here. Also, I like the new graphics for the runes. I think they're pretty cool. Let's just zoom in on my character a little bit and see. Look at that shield. That is so cool. I can do that. I can't do that in Legacy, can I? I don't think I could. Because the graphics are so terrible anyway. If you were to zoom in on Legacy mode, you just see like a blur. Okay, Far Oasis. I think Far Oasis is where you're gonna have the staff. Or did you get the amulet first? I don't know. Anyways, there's 2 things you need here, a staff and an amulet, and then you gotta combine them together. And that's how you move forward. So you do need a few more quests here to progress rather than just killing the final boss. Act 3, which is the act I dislike the most, it's very much the same as Act 2. You gotta go and collect stuff.
I am overburdened.
But it's even worse than that. It's even worse in the sense that I want to find a way something that I'm gonna just stop streaming. But okay, and this is the maggot lair. That's where I need to go. And yeah, that is for the staff. So yeah, Act 3 is basically in the jungle, and you have to. Oh, Baal's knife. I'll take that. You have to go and collect like 4 or 5 pieces for this flail, then destroy like a glass eye thing to go to a door. Yeah, I don't know exactly, to be honest. It's been a while, but yeah. Okay, so that's the way to go forward, which is awesome. Fortunately, that's all I want right now. Ooh, I'm out of stamina again. That doesn't happen too often nowadays. Just the more I'm running around like a madman. Now, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of this stamina jargon shenanigans thing in the game. I really don't like it. I'm glad they completely removed it in Diablo 3. I knew they wouldn't bring it back. On Diablo 1, all you could do was walk. And it's right here. All you could do was walk on Diablo 1. That's annoying, to say the least. So on Diablo 2, they said, okay, let's make it run. But let's not just make you run. You have stamina. So even though you can run, you're not going to be able to run very far, because what the heck would you? Okay, I got a lot of rejuvenation potions. I'm going to start having some because they're great. And no, I'm not going to upgrade. I've done one, but that's the only one I am ever going to do because yeah, I don't want to. Guess I'm gonna do that first tap. It's the only one I'm ever gonna do because I don't want to have too many full rejuves. I don't need it. I'm not going to use them properly, so I shouldn't have them really. And I'm saying that in the sense of like, right now at this point in time I would benefit more from 4 just normal rejuvenation potions than 4 full rejuvenation potions, if that makes any sense at all. Or in the as a case might be you would get 1. So 3 normal, 1 large. 2 normal would be much better. Because I can use him more. Just to get you out of. Because I think 1 will do 35%, which is a lot. And then 3 of them will do you 100%. This is an annoying area. Mostly because it's so narrow, and I thought and I hoped they would have increased the size of it so as to not make it so narrow, but they didn't. They kept it normal, basically. I think Path of Diablo does do that. What the heck? They've increased these tunnels. But they managed to do that. I don't see why the remake wouldn't do it. I don't think it's that way. I actually think it's this way, because yeah, it is. It's there. I just seen it, so I know where to go now. Yeah, that that boy really doesn't like me going there. Okay, level 3. I think it might be the last level. I'm only doing this bit now because I found it. And it will save me looking for it tomorrow. It can take a while to find it sometimes. If it's not the last level, then it's just another one after it. There's no waypoints here or anything like that either, so... There it is. Okay. Yeah, this is the last one. Pretty much it. Oh yeah, a little bit slow. Oh. Treasure here, and the stuff things. Which is exactly what I need. And before I die, I'm gonna get out of there because I couldn't even move. I was stun locked.
Thus,
Okay. Oh, still unidentified. I totally forgot about that.
good day.
Is it better than what I have now? Okay, 16, I have 32, so that's immediately a no. Faster block rates, 20%. 1 to life, poison res 10. 2 to life, 3 to mana, cold res, lightning res, fire res, poison, half freeze duration. It doesn't have as much defense, because that's the only good thing this one has, it's got enhanced defense. I can still keep it on the offhand.
Hello.
But everything else is much better. 900, jeez, that's an expensive fix. Okay, let's get rid of that. And to be continued. So I'll stop it here. I'll continue the rest tomorrow. Till then.